going, lads? It has been a while, but Turkey Tom has... I'm going to move this camera over a little bit. There we go. There you go. Turkey Tom has finally released his side. Now, the video is called My Side, even though he's looking at the camera the entire time. You never see the side of his face. But that's not part of the issue, okay? Now, this is an interesting one because it comes about 3 weeks after the allegations of Tom started. Now, the... We've got the schizo board ready. I've got to see what we're going to have to go through and see how much Tom disproves. But I checked out a bit of this, and I think as a response, this is very, very, very good for Tom. It doesn't disprove everything as far as I know from what I've been seeing about some of the summaries. But we'll see how he does, and it seems like this is the kind of video he needed to put out. But I'm somewhat suspect about the timing. Like the 3 weeks response. You think he would have come out immediately and said, it's not true, I'm going to prove everything, just wait. Now maybe he was calculating behind the scenes. I think there was some collaboration with maybe him and his friends in the commentary sweep community. But we'll take a look, And definitely one thing that we'll learn today, I think, is that if you see red flags, it's time to get the fuck out. But... the Kiwi Farms thread is actually very active at the moment as well. So I'll be monitoring this as we go through the thread because Left 4 Dead, this is one of the accusation people. Like the main one is this Sacramento chick, but then you've got Left 4 Dead. I know you can't read my schizo scribbles, but it's fine. I'll explain everything as we go. But this Left 4 Dead chick has left a message on Null's profile to check Discord. It's possible that they have sent Null a video, one of the private, intimate videos that was recorded during these sessions. We'll have to wait and see if Null comes out and tells us anything about this. All right, we'll get into the old video, My Side. Let's see how it goes. Now, I do have a bit of a cold still, so bear with me as we go through this.
Sorry that this response took so long. I wanted to make sure I had all the facts together before saying anything. Recently, I've been accused by an ex-girlfriend, along with an ex-partner, of non-consensually filming sexual encounters, being so rough and inconsiderate during sexual encounters that it bordered on assault, encouraging eating disorders, being into age play, along with a litany of other completely baseless, false accusations.
All right, so this is what Tom's got to achieve in this video, is he has to disprove age play. That's the biggest one, I think. They've got the beatings. He was alleged to have beating these women, holding his mouth over them so they couldn't say no. It's this one little trick he can get out of, apparently. Recording without permission. And whoa, buddy, when we get this part, there's some bombshells in this video. There are some real bombshells in this video. We've got the ringworm, spreading ringworm between these the smelling accusations. There's the dog girl. There's the furry convention. The night rapist is Tom Akuma. But I think the main 3 things he needs to get, like to make this a perfect video, he has to get rid of the age play allegations. He has to get part of the illicit revenge pornography sex charges, and then the beatings or abusive behavior. If you can get rid of those 3, it'll be a perfect response. Now, you have to remember that people, there's a lot of people that Tom is a very popular guy. So a lot of people would take any response as a get out of jail free card. It's okay to publicly like Tom. He was a good boy, didn't do nothing, that sort of thing. We'll have to see. I'm not convinced, but we'll put a poll up, I think, later in the stream. I think this is going to be a situation where everyone sucks in this situation, but we'll have to see who sucks the most. And you might not know, you might be surprised by who it is. SP Stellas with a congrats on reaching 1K celebration stream with ads when. We'll have to see later on. Thank you for the subscribers on the gaming channel. Probably after my nose isn't fucked up and I can actually talk for a long time.
The 2 women who are accusing me, Sacramento 89, real name Rowan, and Left 4 Dead, real name Katie, took to gossip.
All right. So let me just add this. I was a bit confused about this, but Left 4 Dead is Katie. I'm just going to add that to my schizo board. I thought it was, but I just want to put Katie here. So Katie is Left 4 Dead and Sacramento is Ron. Now, one of the things that came out today is that it seems that the Tom crew is a coordinated strike back with doxing Rowan. Now, Rowan's full name and image is out there, as well as a university by Brandon Buckingham, who I believe was a roommate of Turkey Tom. And this seems like they've coordinated. Now, to be honest, if you're going to come forward with public accusations, you do have and at least in America, you have a right to face your accuser. You can't very well be complaining about doxing if someone posts your real name when you're like sharing all of their sex stamps and everything. So in response to Turkey Tom addressing the allegations made against my Kiwi Farms to his 2 former partners, Brandon Buckingham has decided to take it on himself to dox one of the accusers. Like when you say, like, again, like doxing, that's a bit of a stretch. Like Brandon Buckingham just showed their name. Now this did give people, I believe this is not Brandon Buckingham's Kiwi Farms account, if he even has one at all. But this amount of information was enough for people to successfully dox her. I think the word doxing has been thrown around very liberally. Like, there's no documents here. There's just a name in a university. Now, yeah, that's enough to phone book somebody. And that's what they've done so you can see, like, I mean, I'm not going to show it, but their entire information has been spread out there now. But it is what it is.
Forum Kiwi Farms to post the accusations, along with carefully cherry-picked screenshots to back up their claims. These claims aren't...
Now, there's been some very funny things in the Kiwi Farms thread as well. I've like skimmed through about 80 pages of it to try and catch up to where I was left off. Because like I said, this story kind of like popped up 3 weeks ago, and then just nothing happened. And you had someone who's very prominent talking about this, was Chud Logic, and he was saying like, where's Diorio? Why is he sweeping? He hasn't said anything. He's not talking to anybody. And that was very suspicious. Like, I think from a lot of people's point of view, including myself, he's like, why hasn't Tom said anything to anyone? He's not even said anything publicly. He hasn't said anything privately. It turns out, and they're correcting the record at this point, that Tom was talking to Brandon Buckingham and Nicholas Diorio the entire time, which I think is why they've workshopped this response together, but is just, and they were just excluding Chud Logic from it.
Super difficult to debunk just because of the overwhelming amount of evidence I have on my side. So without further ado, let's start with Sacramento or Rowan. This is a girl I dated for about 7 months, from May of 2025 until January 10th of 2026. 4 days later, she made her first post. Here, she alleges that I am a real freak and like to, quote, record sexual encounters without asking for consent. This is blatantly untrue. I have never recorded any sexual encounter without explicit consent. As a matter of fact, with Rowan, she was the one who initiated the idea of filming sex acts in the first place. On Tuesday, August 19th, after 3 months of knowing each other and being sexually active, Rowan texted me saying, you should get those meta glasses when you crack me.
Right away, I think anyone that was on the side of these women is immediately feeling really stupid. And I include myself somewhat in this group, because I kind of said that I thought that there was going to be one of the situations where I think it was shitty on both sides. But I did remember saying that I said that Tom was abusing these women. I think I may have to retract that claim by the end of this video. Because right off the bat, these women were claiming on Kiwi Farms that they were being recorded without their consent, that Tom was just sneaking out their photo while they were fucking, and then he was gooning to it later and he couldn't come without looking at the videos. If your first message... If you're the first one saying we should get the meta glasses, if you're aware, are these glasses that have cameras in them. So she's like, bro, you should wear these cameras while we fuck so you can record it. This woman, Rowan, immediately all of her credibility is out the window. How fucking stupid do you have to be? And I think this is one of the reasons that I kind of trusted these women at all, is that, like, surely no one would be retarded enough to make the claim he recorded me without my consent when you have actual DMs saying that it was your idea. Like, holy shit. With this message alone, like, provided that this is real, of course, people can fake messages. I don't think this is the case in this situation. These seem to be real messages, and this is backed up by posts in the Kiwi Farms. Holy shit, all of your credibility is worth nothing. And these, I don't know. This is truly a woman moment. Like, I don't know what they were expecting. They've been, like, dancing on Turkey Tom's grave for the last, like, 3 weeks, and they thought they could just get away with it, with having this blatant of a lie in their story. Now, you can see that there is some coping going on, where they said, all right, so the first response, this is the first response by Sacramento. This is the one that Tom's addressing right now. Thanks for doxing me, Tom. What do you fucking expect? You went to Kiwi Farms and you're posting all this information about him, how he couldn't come and things like that. Like he's the night rapist. What would you expect? He wasn't going to say your name in the video. Are you going to address DMing minors? This is a good question. Now, the minor in question, I believe, is Sketora, who apparently has been following Tom since she was 15, and that Tom was... That's a good question. Is he going to address this in the video? I'm not sure. And this is a pretty strong claim. I asked you to film me like one time. Fucking fuck. Fuck. It's just fucking over. You can see, look how many reactions this has on the Kiwi Farms. It's just like everyone's just like, you fucking bitch. What the fuck were you thinking? It's just over. Let's see. This is the worst. This is just so funny as a response. A lot of those texts are cropped and taken out of context. So this is their response, is that they were saying that Turkey Tom is taking these out of context. When they were the ones that were sending these, they were sending the crop messages in the first place. This is just, I think in going forward, we can't accept any messages unless it's the entire DM history. Never give anyone a chance to post anything without the entire context. What do you mean you're taking this out of context? Holy shit. What an embarrassment. What an absolute joke.
I responded by saying, "For what?" And she answers again, "Cracking time," alluding to me filming her with the glasses onboard camera. Now, at the time, I did not feed into this. I did not show enthusiasm. I didn't even agree to get the glasses. I just responded and said, "Good night, sweet dreams." So one whole week goes by without us talking about it whatsoever. And then on August 25th, Rowan texts me saying, "You should get those meta things for real." So I respond by saying, "I think I'm going to avoid filming anything."
Hold on a second. There we go. Just got to move that off the screen. My notes for the thing
Involving sex for a while, showing that I am clearly not the person interested in filming our sexual encounters. She is. As you can see in the text, even when I say I don't want to film us having sex, she pushes the issue. Now, to be clear, we did eventually take videos of ourselves being intimate, but
cracking, does that thing mean oil fracking? No, they mean like just boning. I'm going to go back a second.
I was issue. Now,
because there's a lot of context that's like left out of these things. Also, like one of the things that's funny is that Rowan is getting a lot of shit for using the soft N slur, which is very funny that the people are turning on her now. Because as you know, she is not white. Now that her full name is out there, and she's doing these, she's dropping N-bombs in the chat, it's not looking good for her. This is a total kamikaze feltoning that's happened.
Showing that I am clearly not the person interested in filming our sexual encounters. She is. As you can see in the text, even when I say I don't want to film us having sex, she pushes the issue. Now, to be clear, we did eventually take videos of ourselves being intimate, but I was given explicit consent every
it seems like he's bi.
Every single time. And on a few occasions, she even took the phone out of my hand and was holding it while filming us. To be clear, there was never...
The audacity. The audacity of this woman to say that she was being recorded without her consent when she took the phone out of his gooner grip to record the angles from her point of view so that he could goon to it later. Holy shit. I think we can wipe this one off the board straight away. Like the recording allegations, I think that's just straight up, like it's completely debunked. That's like a one win for Tom straight away. What was she thinking? What was she thinking coming up with this allegation? Well, he didn't ask every time. Fuck off. Fuck off. No. Oh my god.
Never a tripod or a hidden camera. It was always handheld. And in every single video, she was clearly aware of the camera, making eye contact with the camera lens. Also on September 8th, Rowan texts me, "I do miss it though," in regards to our sexual interactions. She follows it up by saying, "Send the videos." Keep in mind, these are videos that...
It seems like she was trying to get a copy of the videos in the Kiwi Farms thread as well. Or at least when people were asking why she didn't go to the police with these things. And she's like, well, Tom's the only one with a copy of it. She seems butthurt about that. More and more as this video goes on, it's going to come out that Sacramento, or Rowan or whatever her name is, she is a female gooner. And people, like, obviously it's very funny with the Tom merch of like, stop gooning. But people kind of joke about female gooners being worse than male gooners, and she's making a pretty strong case for it.
She claims in present day were taken without her consent. She then goes on to say, and I quote, "I will watch them and keep them close to my heart," clearly indicating she has no problem whatsoever with them existing. I'm an extremely paranoid person when it comes to my personal life and my sex life and my dating life. As a public figure, I just like to keep my private life private. So
I mean, that's a good idea. Now, Tom also has a, well, not revenge folder, but he has a just-in-case folder where he keeps his alleged blackmail or receipts, which apparently it came in very handy for him, but it's still kind of sussy that he has it.
So I was very hesitant to send Rowan any sexual videos we had taken. However, I did send her one single still image from one of the videos where my face is obscured. I guess there was some lingering thought in the back of my mind that if her accounts were not locked down super well, and if she had been hacked, then the videos could have been made public. Now, there's an implication she makes a few different times that I'm basically blackmailing her with these videos.
Somebody asked.
This is from the interview, the 2-hour interview, I believe it was, with the two women with Josh on the Kiwi Farms. I feel like Null needs to get an interview with Turkey Tom. Now, Turkey Tom may not be open to doing that at all after what's transpired over the last few weeks, but not giving Tom at least the right of response, I feel like would be a bad move on Josh Moon's part. But I guess it'll all depend on what this Left 4 Dead character has sent Null this morning over Discord. Also, wait, doesn't this confirm that Josh Moon has a Discord? I kind of feel like he'd be the kind of person that wouldn't have a Discord, because he's always being so careful with things like that can potentially be honey pops and things like that, right? And Discord is I mean, Jim doesn't use Discord for good reason. Kind of sussy. Maybe he needed to get a Discord so he could talk to he could go on shows like Kino Casino and stuff like that. I don't know. That's actually kind of surprising to learn that Josh Moon has a Discord.
You had any intention of getting any sort of like law enforcement involved, but I feel like you answered this where you just want to try to compel him to delete whatever he has on you, and that's like the extent of your interests.
Yeah. And if he doesn't, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about what to do, but we'll see.
At no point anywhere did Rowan provide any proof of me threatening to release these videos of us having sex, or threatening to send them anywhere. So she has no reason to believe that I would ever release them. The idea that I, a person who makes a living as a public figure, would publicly release videos of me fucking my ex-girlfriend to get back at her is so insane. Not only would that incur reputational harm beyond belief, but also serious legal consequences. The only person who has ever sent an image of us having sex to anyone is, ironically, Rowan. Days after I broke up with her, she, without my consent, sent the only image she has of us having sex to the owner of Kiwi Farms. Here, listen to him describe it.
Oh, and one other thing, I forgot about this, but you actually, Sacramento had sent me a picture that was like censored. Apparently the only picture that he would send you is one where his face isn't clearly visible in it.
It's a good move by Turkey Tom, honestly.
But you can, I can tell the desk, like his computer is moved onto the table, but I can still see like the monster is like on the cozy that's like on the table, like in the exact same position. So I can tell that's clearly his desk.
I guess I just find it ironic that someone who's accusing me of blackmailing her with her nudes literally sent a picture of us having sex to a man that she has never met. Now, Josh recounts seeing this image and talks about how hard it looks like I was grabbing Rowan on the mouth, essentially using it as evidence to support another claim she makes that I'm too rough during sex, which I find very interesting because after I sent Rowan this photo, she texted me saying, "I like when you cover my mouth like that." Again,
I mean, what else can you say about this actual certified woman moment? Also, it kind of like is very educational for men. It's don't believe what women say. It's like a woman's like, yeah, you should just slap me a bunch. Don't believe her lies. Don't believe her fucking lies.
And she texted me asking me to send her the videos, and she said,
"Look, she said, like, this is her goon session, female gooness. Oh my goodness, you thought it was fake? They're real, chat. You best stop believing in female gooness."
Yeah, whenever you're not locked in, send the videos. It will fix me for about a week. Goon sesh. This is clear evidence that she has no problem with these videos existing. To this day, she has provided zero proof that the videos were recorded non-consensually, or that I was blackmailing her with them, or that I had any intention of sending them to anyone. Reason being, I never did any of those things. In Rowan's interview, she claims that I never asked for consent to film these sex acts, and says that she wouldn't notice I was filming until 30 seconds to 1 minute into it.
I'm not sure of an exact date, but maybe like 2 or 3 months into our relationship, he never asked me. He would just pull out his phone and record, and I wouldn't notice until maybe 30 seconds in a minute or a minute into it.
Now, I obviously can't and would never show these videos to anyone, but in them, it's undeniable that she is staring directly into the camera from the moment the video starts. She never once questions why I'm filming or what I'm doing, because the reality is that every single time we recorded, I had explicit permission. Ask yourself,
Turkey Tom is a liberal? isn't he? I don't think so. He's kind of like a chud, right? I mean, he hangs out with Destiny. He's like kind of like thinks that Destiny is his like daddy or something. But I don't know. I wouldn't say that Turkey Tom was a liberal, not by a long shot.
How could she possibly have never consented to filming when she's literally holding my phone next to her face as she sucks my dick?
There was some sus things, like during the first time we were going through the interview with Josh Moon. One of the things that I brought up that I was a little bit suspect of is like, why do these chicks keep going back to him? Now, there can be situations where you're like, obviously you go back to an abuser. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but usually that's like when you can't get away from the person. One of these chicks kept flying back to Turkey Tom, like from Maine to Texas or something. It was like a 3-hour flight, I think. It's like, oh no, I have to keep going back to him a third time because I got to get on the plane because he's got this hold of me. Like, I was like really dubious about that claim.
Interview, she says that what really concerns her is that I wouldn't send her any of the sexual videos we took.
I had asked him.
Is that what she's really mad about? She just can't. She's just super pissed off because she wasn't able to goon because Tom was hoarding all the goon material to himself. Is that what this is all about?
Multiple times if he could please send me the videos, so like he's not the only one who has videos of me naked. And he either ignored the question or was just like, no.
As I said earlier, I was paranoid to send these videos to anyone, even her, for fear of them leaking. Weirdly, in messages at the time, she seems to actually get it, saying, I want to see them videos, goon time, before following up by saying that she actually understands why I'm scared to send them to her. Now we're going to fast forward to October 17th in our text, and Rowan says, do you ever go back and watch our videos? And I reply, yes, I do sometimes, actually.
Kind of cringe just seeing that. I mean, I'm not going to say that I don't say actually as well, but like it's kind of cringe to see it in text. I guess like there's no such thing as like a cool meme in person. Everyone thinks that they're so funny with their memes, but then if you ever get posted or ever get shot, sorry, if you ever get seen like screenshotted posting memes, there's no situation where it looks good.
Actually, Rowan responds that she's thinking about that right now, and then says, quote, need that big white cock.
BWC is so back, bros. Like I was looking at some of the comments under this, and people are saying this is like a 40-minute video of Tom talking about his dick. This is where the BWC posting starts, and you're going to see the duality of women come up very soon as well.
It's also kind of strange to me that at the time she referred to them as our videos, but in the present she's claiming she doesn't even want them to exist. On November 6th, Rowan asked me why I never ask her for nudes. I say I have a bunch of videos already, and that's why. She does not.
This is such a big... I mean, this woman is a walking red flag. But this is... like, is this the actual state of American women? I assume that this is not. Why do you never ask me for nudes? The amount of insecurity this woman has is really off the charts. It's like, why aren't you asking for my nudie pics? Holy shit.
Not express that she has a problem with me having the videos. She doesn't complain about it. She doesn't say they were taken without her consent. In fact, throughout the entire relationship, she was sending me nude photos of herself unsolicited every single month. Why would you send nude photos of yourself to someone you think could use them against you? Rowan,
oh my god, this woman's dying of thirst.
Rowan personally posted dozens of screenshots of our texts, and not a single one shows her bringing up any of the videos being non-consensual. Another interesting fact is that during our break,
I don't think it's possible to fix people like this, Max, but I don't know. What do you think, chat?
breakup, she texted me a pros and cons list.
Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Wait, which... Alright, so the pros and cons. The pros are sweet sometimes, dates are nice, tries to make it work, funny, pays for meals, makes me feel secure, has muscles. Okay, so this is the entire pro list. The cons. Chopped in the face and thinks we're matched in looks? He's facially challenged. Cheated on ex, follows his friends around like a dog, seems depressed all the time, no surprises, takes hours to respond, so dry and vague, rarely compliments me, doesn't leave his house, online all the time, no hobbies other than going to the gym or video games. That's a fucking hell. There's no pleasing women. There's no pleasing women. Like going to the gym and playing video games are fine hobbies. If it was just playing video games, that's chopped. But going to the gym and playing video games is actually like top tier combo of hobbies, because you're self-improving in one of them and you're spending time alone at home with the other. That's like a perfect combo. Women should appreciate that, honestly. That means if you're playing video games, that means you're not out at the bar drinking. That means you're not out hitting on other women because you're playing video games. These are like the ideal hobbies, and this is like S tier combination together. Okay, separately they're kind of like not great, but together they're like perfect. Maybe that's just because that's what I do. Talks about other women lustfully in front of me. She's so mad. Follows Instagram models OF girls when I asked him to stop. Oh, it goes on. Let's see. No romance. Doesn't seem to want to support me at all in the future. She's looking for a fucking meal ticket. Seems like he still has some nice ways. He feels some type of way towards his ex. This is one of the accusations that I'm not sure is addressed in this video, is that Tom's first girlfriend, Kai, which is apparently the one that's into age play. And was Turkey Tom trying to replace Kai with this other girl, Rowan? And like by buying her like the Hello Kitty stuff and things like that. But very much it seems like this is his rebound girlfriend. Let's see. Seems like he still feels some way about his ex. Every time I bring up valid concern, he says, "I'm nice to you though, so stop complaining." I mean, that's Trudeau, right? Sent dick pics to Adele Belfine copycat. That's kind of a red flag. Sex is all about him. Ran through? Wait, what do you mean ran through? Looks up to Sam Hyde unironically. Said he likes hurting me during sex even when I bleed. Seems like kind of self-obsessed. Doesn't ever talk about us, just him. Doesn't really seem to care about my goals at all. What goals? What the fuck? Everything is about him. I do the bare minimum, therefore you're not allowed to feel upset. This is, oh my goodness. This is like a manifesto. You got to take this woman's weapons away. She's not safe to have them. But like, actually look about what she likes about Tom. It's clearly just because he's famous and muscles and he has money and pays for dinner. That's everything she likes about him. What makes women like this, like so obsessed with him because of these like minor details?
Which she apparently had written about me on January 4th of 2026. And in the con section, she complains about a lot of things, but she doesn't mention non-consensual videos whatsoever. With that out of the way, we can move on to Rowan's claim that I was sexually abusive towards her. In that same pros and cons list, Rowan wrote, says he likes hurting me during sex and making me bleed. This also reflects her public claims about me, but the great irony is that I never even said this. She did. On September 14th, 2025, Rowan...
The idea of making women bleed from a genitals grosses me out. Yeah, it means you're not doing the job correctly because they're not properly lubricated, either through skipping on foreplay or not sharing enough lube. Now, there was an accusation from one of the exes that they bought some lube for Tom, but then he only used it to masturbate. But we're going to have a look to see here if this is true. Let's see. I'm such a sick freak. I like it when I hurt him bleed after. Something Wong. Something Wong. Yeah, something Wong, okay. I mean, we still haven't gotten to the age play stuff, but so far Tom is batting 10 out of 10. This is a very, like, obviously he was retarded and fucked up for entertaining this in the first place, but he is like a 20-year-old guy or something that was looking to get his dick wet. So I don't know, like, can you really blame him when this is what he's facing, though? Oh my goodness. I'm so conflicted on this.
Sent me a text saying, quote, I'm such a freak. I like when it hurts and bleeds after. Something Wong. In one of her public-facing posts about me, she posts an interaction which reads as follows. She says, quote, like, we don't need to do it 3 times in one day or do it so hard I hurt and bleed. And I said, well, if you don't want to have as much sex, we don't gotta. We can do other things. And she says, okay, I like doing other things too. The way this screenshot is cropped, it comes across like I'm some, like, just like super callous freak who's brutally jackhammering her vagina like Steve mining diamonds. But in the full...
He's down in the penis mines.
Full uncropped screenshot, her immediate response to me after that is, I'm a freak. I say this, and as soon as I see you, I'm going to be freaky again. I can't resist.
Oh my goodness. How did they think they could get away with this like salacious cropping of these screenshots? It's actually ridiculous. And furthermore, why did it take Tom 3 weeks to send out these DMs and disprove at least this part? Now, again, we haven't done everything yet. And I feel like this is a point of his response is that he focuses just on saying that these chicks are crazy, which they are. And that's going to make everyone else forget about the other stuff, like the furry stuff, the age play stuff, the diaper play, the messaging, the 15-year-old. Maybe he's going to respond to all of that before the end of the video out, but like, People they have such a slow attention. It's not such a slow, but it's such a short attention span that this is almost like a completely perfect response from Tom so far. And likelihood is that these women will be laughed at for the rest of the time, and no one's ever going to take them seriously again, even if they were legitimately abused, which it seems like they weren't at all. So I think I have to retract my statement about saying they were abused.
In the interview, she elaborates on this even more, specifically claiming that she would bleed almost every time we had sex.
Okay, and you would bleed the
Yes.
same? And you didn't stop?
Yeah, I would bleed almost every time.
This is just blatantly untrue as well, and it's easy to see by going through our text messages. On August 17th of 2025, the day after my birthday, Rowan and I were planning to go to Mass, and she wanted to have sex with me.
This is the Mass where Tom was like popping zins, and the priest refused to give him the sacrament. Is that what this one was?
So she texted me saying, Tom, I started my period. I was driving, so I couldn't say much, but I replied by saying, that sucks, I'm 40 minutes away. She follows up by asking me if I mind getting my sword bloody, and I say I'll be okay. So if it wasn't already clear, she's asking me if I'm okay with getting blood on my dick. Why would this be something she's even asking if every time we have sex, I'm making her bleed? Keep in mind, this is months into us going out and being sexually active, and she's still worried that the idea of bleeding during sex would gross me out. Now, as soon as she began posting about me, people were naturally perplexed by her claim that she was bleeding from sex every single time. They asked if she had some kind of medical problem, and she said,
Let's see. Was this due to him being uncaring or aggressive, or was it a health issue you had? I have no health issue that I know of, apart from being BPD, I suppose. I've never bled during sex before. It was the aggression. Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it. But I bled us almost every single time. Oh, she's such a poor victim.
I have no health issue that I know of, never bled during sex before. It was the aggression. Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it, but I bled after almost every single time. I feel like most of this statement has already been dispelled, but even the smallest detail of no medical condition that I know of is also false.
Tom uses Kiwi Farms in light mode. That's the worst thing here, actually, to be honest.
On September 24th of 2025, Rowan texted me saying that she's going to switch from her current birth control, Nexplanon, to the pill because
is Nexplanon taking it out? Is it like a copper IUD or something? Is that what this is?
She has month-long periods that cause her to bleed. So regardless of sex, Rowan admittedly bleeds for an entire month at a time. One of Rowan's main criticisms...
This is why you can't trust women. Like, something bleeds for a month and doesn't die, and you expect to take that thing seriously? Come on now. There's something unholy about that. Women be gross for real, though, chat.
Is that I'm too rough. In fact, she describes our sexual interactions as intense, violent aggression every single time.
I genuinely did think that he would maybe change and stop being so aggressive, because he told me before that he would like kind of chill out, but he never did chill out, and it kept being the same very intense, violent aggression every single time.
She also alleges that I hit, choked, and beat her without asking, essentially painting me as an abusive partner.
Unfortunately, I did still stay with him, and I know a lot of people seem to have a lot of questions about that, and
I think, like, I'm going to be honest, like, the trembling in her voice kind of got to me when I was listening to this. Like, I was, like, actually being sympathetic with her. She doesn't deserve a shred of sympathy at this point.
Honestly, you were completely correct to question my judgment as to why I stayed with him, even though he was...
Because there's two chicks. One of them is, like, lispy, like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Like, that one I thought was, like, a lot less sympathetic. This woman here who's talking, I believe that's Rowan. Is like, oh man, it just goes to show you how tricky these whores are. Well, whores. I wanted to try and use a different word. Harlots. These harlots are.
Hitting and choking and beating me.
There's this idea she's trying to paint that in the relationship, I was constantly pushing this rough, violative sex onto her, and even though she didn't like it and was being abused, she stayed with me. I've seen some people question her saying things like, well, if you hated it, why didn't you just leave? But realistically, sometimes people do stay with abusive partners, and I don't want to invalidate their stories through my response. The real reason that she didn't leave is because she loved having sex with me, and throughout our entire relationship was constantly begging me to validate
Jezebel, that's a pretty good one because she is a gooner.
Her fantasies. In this first screenshot here, she expressed...
All right, let's see. Have you seen Tomorrow's Teachings? Yes, I don't know what that is. What is Tomorrow's Teachings? I wish I was asleep with it in? What? That seems kind of like falling asleep? Falling asleep with the dick inside you? Is that what she means? Feels so kind of painful. Urquhart, that'd be epic. Okay, never mind. Freak unmatched. We would have to sleep sex, dream sex. Nah, but I'm for real a freak. Like I want to be kidnapped on some RS. What the fuck is RS? RuneScape? She wants to be kidnapped on RuneScape? No, obviously that's a joke. Let's see. What made you think like that? Like you do think? Nothing. Maybe it was just strange carts. I don't know, man. I don't know if kidnap is the right word. Oh my goodness. That's how you get an infection? Yes, you need to pee after sex, people. Please watch latest WoW cinematic after this. Okay, why not? I'll try and keep that in the back of my mind. Remind me by the end of the stream.
Says that she is a real.
By the way, today I was like, because I've been pretty sick for the last week or something. So I was planning to come back and do like the final Epstein interview watch, but we might do that tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But so this is hot off the presses, like I think I'm only 5 hours old or something. I felt like it'd be a good one to start with.
Freak and says that she wants me to kidnap her, even saying I want to be tied up, taken to the woods, and pounded. So maybe there's something wrong with me. I respond by
maybe. I mean, obviously they showed their crop screenshots, and now Tom is showing his crop screenshots. So we kind of get the full picture by looking at both of them. But it, like, again, and disregarding the Kai stuff, the age play stuff that hasn't been addressed thus far, with this one bitch in particular, Sacramento, it seems like Tom is just, like, doing his best to match her freak so far. Like, he's got himself, like, a hot tamale that he has no idea of what to do with, and he's just kind of along for the ride. And it seems like she's the aggressor and the gooner in this relationship so far, which is really sad because she's the one that seems to be, like, sounding the war charge, the horns of battle, and collecting as many, like, evil exes as possible to recruit against Tom. They're made for each other? Maybe.
saying that we should not have sex in the woods, and she says, "You nervous?" Right here in this next one, Rowan.
Like, this seems like such a trap. You know what I mean? Like, you should roleplay kidnapping me and taking me out to the woods. And he's like, can we not? Tom is like, he's walking through a minefield, but he's still letting his dick lead him through it.
Respond by saying that we should not have sex in the woods, and she says,
let's see. I don't think we should have sex in the woods, to be honest, but the privacy of a bedroom, that's fine. I see, I get it. You nervous? You nervous, bro? What are you, a little pussy? A little bit of a pussy? You're not going to kidnap me and grape me in the woods? Like, what are you supposed to do about... I mean, I know what you do around these women is you just don't interact with them. Imagine how it would look if someone came across that. That's why you go like a mile in. She's giving, like, rape tips? The rape facts? Come on now. If you're worried about getting caught while kidnapping me and taking me to the woods, you just go like a mile in. Yeah, but then I'm just in the woods, yeah. I don't want to have sex in the woods. This is such a fucked up conversation. You know, the only person that wins from this conversation is chat, because chat gets to laugh and lol about the things, and maybe, like, you know, go about their day, but their normal lives after this entire disaster. The Bigfoot footage would be hilarious, though. That's true.
"You nervous?" Right here in this next one, Rowan says, "I yearn to be manhandled and led across a dark room. That's why I like you." I reply saying, "You are like a dungeon person." And
you're like a dungeon person. What? Wait, what the fuck is this? Is caveman posting? Tom, come on now.
she says, "You are big like a caveman and I feel small next to you." In fact, anytime I wanted to have more loving, slow, I guess sensual intercourse with Rowan in the bedroom, she actually had a problem with that. I remember one specific instance where, I was being more slow and sensual, and I remember her whispering in my ear saying, "I want you to pound me." And that's probably...
This reminds me of that meme where it's like, babe, can we have the, like, like the chick's crying. It's like, can't we have, like, the thing tonight? She's like, no. He wants romance, felt it. It's over for the men that grew up watching Disney movies and want to have rescue their princess. It's over. He's sensitive. He has feelings. Yeah.
Why on June 5th, 2025, she texted me saying, "I need to get face fucked for an hour." And I replied by saying, "Damn, exams suck." On June 7th,
this woman is in the desert. She's dying of thirst. Well, yeah, I'm hypnotized by that dick. Crying emoji. You give good head, I miss it. Yeah, I need to get face fucked for like an hour. Damn, exams suck. I think this is possibly the thirstiest woman that I've ever seen. The thirst is real.
Face
Like, where were these chicks when I was a young lad? For like, come on now.
fucked for an hour. And I replied by
I mean, it would have been a disaster if I had entertained this as well, but like, you know.
saying, damn, exams suck. On June 7th, she texts me and says, I'm excited to get fucked borderline domestic violently. At one point,
That's a whoa buddy right there.
she texts me and says, I'm excited to
Okay, I'll probably get there like 6:30ish, a bit after. Okay, so earlier, yeah, I'll be leaving to get there by 7. Excited to get borderline domestic violently. Tom, what are you doing? Again, like if I was a 20-year-old, a 20-year-old with more testosterone than common sense, maybe I would fall for this too. I'm not going to pretend I'm like some sort of like grand wizard or something, but it all seems so obvious in retrospect, doesn't it?
get fucked borderline domestic violently. At one point in the interview, she states that one time I was angry at my ex-girlfriend, and that the next time we had sex, I was particularly aggressive. This is a very strange thing to accuse me of, given that on October 13th, Rowan says verbatim, sometimes I want to fight you just so you be more angry when you fuck me. She clarified.
Like, if Tom had just come out with this text on day one, there could have been 3 weeks where nobody would have believed any of these women. Why would you sit on these messages for so long? This is what I don't understand. Like, I would almost think that these were fake messages that Tom had crafted, except the women came out and confirmed they were real on Kiwi Farms. Tom should have seen this coming 100 miles away. Well, he did have the just in case folder, so at least he had the presence of mind to have that. I mean, I guess it's good that he screenshotted these before they could delete everything. He's clearly cherry-picking these texts so much. Yeah, but so are they. That's the thing. Everyone is fucked up. But there's no, like, even if you're cherry-picking these messages, there's no way to make this look good.
Sometimes I want to fight you just so you be more angry when you fuck me.
I mean,
She
it's possibly
clarifies,
took a
saying, I do like that though, even without the fighting. So at every opportunity, this girl is publicly saying, oh my god, look at all this horrible shit he did to me. And then she's texting me that she wants me to kidnap her, tie her up, and pound her in the woods. And if anyone is putting up any resistance to that, it's me. She once again lies about weird little things in the interview. Like she says that I was her second boyfriend.
He was I guess my second boyfriend.
I said when we were listening to this, times that shit by 3. There is no way that Turkey Tom was her second boyfriend. He's like I thought it was like his sixth boyfriend or something, right? But now I'm thinking it's like 20 or 30. This chick has been ran through. There is no way you're this thirsty and fucked up after one relationship. I refuse to believe that is the case. Add like a one more, add 1 or 0. Yeah, I think so. What counts as a boyfriend nowadays? Well, that's the thing. Like, it's like, well, yeah, I haven't had 10 boyfriends. I've just sucked 10 guys' dicks or some shit like that. Big Bad Burns with an 8 says, I live for these real world stories with twist endings, and you're the best at commentating as this unfolds. Heart from Brisneyland. Oh, hope you're having a good day over in Australia. What is it, like 4 o'clock over there or something? It's fucking freezing here right now. It's so cold. I would love to be on the Gold Coast right now.
And when I heard this, I was very confused because she told me that I was her third. In my opinion, she said this to make herself seem less sexually experienced than she really is, to make the case stronger that I was taking advantage of her. Now, in this next post, she writes, again, I'm not alleging anything.
But, like, isn't this the chick that, like... This is the chick that had, like, the body issues, right? Like, she was real tiny. And one of the things that Tom said in their messages was that, damn, you look like a child when you're naked or some shit like that. Is Tom going to address that? Because like I said, like, this is a very good response so far, but it's making this chick look like an absolute lying harlot, which is all he really needs to do, because people forget about this stuff immediately. If you just keep putting out content and entertaining people, nobody really cares. That's the sad thing about all of this, is that nobody ultimately really cares. But that's the biggest problems were the illicit recording, the beatings, and the age play. It seems like the illicit recordings and the beatings were consensual at this point. But what is Tom going to say about the age play? That's my big question here. Let's see. Can you please provide proof of the abuse allegations, the allegations of sexual impropriety, etc.? I don't think it's hard of it to ask. It's hard because he was very careful about what he said over text. She seems like she's mad about this now that I think about it. Like, she was trying so hard to get him to say, like, weird shit, and he was always like, you mean, like, consensual time, not rape time or some shit. And again, I'm not alleging anything illegal, just that he would hit and choke because he was a super gooner. Sort of normalized it in my head, but it's definitely not okay to do all that. All of the videos and the proof is in those videos that he had, refused to send me or ignored the question when asked. Katie told me the pictures of the bruise was due to injuries from sex, which I believe because he would slap both of us. I'm really sorry, guys, frowny face.
Illegal, just that he would hit and choke because he was a super gooner. Sort of normalize it in my head, but it's definitely not okay to do that. So for information on how I supposedly normalize this behavior, let's go back to the beginning of our relationship and see what our conversations about sex were like. On Wednesday, May 14th, after only hanging out with Rowan once, she texted me saying she's excited to hang out with me again, and she already knows my penis is massive.
From time to time, I talk about how people should avoid these sort of relationships and just find yourself a nice lady and you'll be happy. Like, stop trying to live into like the, you know, the LA Instagram lifestyle where you got to like find a 10 out of 10 or something. Just find someone that makes you happy and go from there. And people always respond to me saying that like America is chopped, that there's no nice chicks out there anywhere and it's all fucking over. And I'm always like, no, you're coping, you're sneating. You just need to look for the right places. Stop trying to go to bars. Stop trying to go to nightclubs. Like, go find chicks at like hobby places and stuff like that instead, or like find something you're interested in, and then women will come to you. And then they're always like, no, I don't know what I'm talking about. The people that told me that like there's no good women out there are really making a strong case today. It's after one date, and the text he's like, I already know it's massive. She can sense the dick aura. She's got like X-ray specs. Going around searching for the hog. He's got a... No, but like there are great men and great women out there, by the way. I'll just let, like, if anyone's like a doomer, I hate the doomer black pill stuff. There are great people on both sides of the aisle out there for everyone. You just have to look for them. If you think you're a good person and that you deserve someone good, that means there's someone that's like you on the opposite gender that also thinks that, okay? Just by virtue of existing yourself. Anyway, let's get back to the funny stuff.
Without me saying anything sexual to her at this point. So as you might suspect, we did have intercourse on our second date. And after this first sexual encounter, Rowan texts me saying,
wait for
quote,
the second date.
Rape thing is so hot. I never did that before. You should tie me up next time. My response to this is consensual sex is good. And she says, you know what I meant by that. I don't know what to call it. So from the very...
So this is the first time, the second date. They waited till the second date and now she's posting, rape me, rape me. What is in this chick's past? Holy shit.
Sex is good.
Can we get
and
the
she
dad
says,
check?
You know what I meant by that. I don't
is
know
the
what
father
to call
absent?
It. So from the very first interaction we have, she calls our sex rape for some reason, saying how hot it is, to which I clarify that it was consensual, and she says, I know what you mean. And for the record, I never indulged in her fantasy to be tied up, just not something I was interested in any way. And we also never did anything in the woods, in case you're curious about that. To hammer this point home, let's go over some more texts where Rowan talks about sex. On Friday, May 16th, she texts me asking when I'm free and says that she needs my, quote, big dick. And I say, don't say and she says, it is, and I need it. On May 18th...
This is like the meme, right? Like, something, something. But it's like she's is a typo. She meant to say big ass dick. But yeah, they say it's large and in charge in some areas. It is. I need it. Good morning. Like, I'm the kind of person that usually doesn't double text anybody. Like, even my family. If I send like 2 messages to my family and they don't respond, I gotta wait. I'm gonna wait until they message me back. But then you've got these chicks out here that are just like triple posting, quadruple posting, saying, I need that fucking dick. How big was it? Like, is this chick just insane? Which, I mean, that's a rhetorical question, but like, was he actually just laying down like great pipe and these women are just defaming him because they're like, they're thirsty for more? Because like I said, this woman is dying of thirst. Okay, like even for $1 a day, you can't sponsor clean water in her entire country or whatever. Like what the fuck?
And I say, don't say ah. And she says, it is, and I need it. On May 18th, Rowan says she's not used to being with someone with as big of a dick as mine. She says that it hurt her, but she wants to do it again, and she won't be a pussy about it. Some of her public claims about me are more desperate and weird than others. Like she complains that I didn't eat her out.
Like, he never once ate me out, but he would demand that I would constantly suck his dick. And, like, yeah.
But here is a text message of me directly telling her, look, I'm a...
See, this guy's smiling.
And, like, yeah.
But here is...
He's like, yeah, I got away with it. I fucking got away without it. He doesn't eat.
A text message
he doesn't reciprocate.
of me directly telling her,
I want you to sit in my face so bad. I don't know if you're an eater, though. Not gonna lie, I'm not. I'm a selfish lover. That's okay. Sorry. It's okay, I like sucking dick more than getting eaten out. I'm a real freak. Is there any woman that likes sucking dick more than being eaten out? Is this a true statement? Or are they just saying this to try and, like, show that, like, trying to get attention? Big win, not gonna lie. That's a big win. Seems like she's just doing anything for attention.
look, I'm a selfish lover. And she says, it's okay. I like sucking dick more than getting eaten out. I'm a real freak. Despite her acting like I am a like sexual degenerate, repeatedly doing sex acts she doesn't enjoy, here she is saying, you match my freak, kind of. Not you're too freaky.
I don't think it's possible for anyone to match this chick's freak, to be honest.
Or we've been too freaky. She says that I match her freak. Here in this next one, she says, I'm getting on my knees as soon as I see you, by the way, freak mode. In this next one, I give a little bit of input. I tell her I'm thinking about her pussy. And she responds to me saying, you gonna tear it up or what? Now, my question for you in the audience would be, do people who are into slow, romantic, candlelit sex describe intercourse as their pussy getting torn up? I would say probably not. Here in this next one, she says she's going to leave.
What? Oh, wrong one. Why are they texting about this? Like I said, she's dying of thirst. Okay? She needs some water. She's just like addicted to it.
Mass early on Sunday to go get some dick. And keep in mind, I don't want to...
Wait, hold on a second. My mom wants me to leave early, Mass. Church bros, how do you respond to this?
She says she's going to leave Mass early on Sunday to go get some dick. And keep in mind, I don't want to reveal any of this information, okay? I don't want to be saying this. I don't want to be here right now. And I would never intend on sexually shaming an ex-partner. But she's gone out of her way to not only shame me, but also to lie in an effort to paint me as some gooner, freak, borderline rapist. So let's keep going. Here, Rowan makes a post saying that I am a Patrick Bateman gooner because I flexed in the...
He's Patrick, what is it? Patrick Masturbator Man? Like, come on now. Literally Patrick Bateman Gooner, like Katie said. Now, I also came out and said that the Patrick Bateman posting is like, if you do it once or twice, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Like the flexing while you're filming or so whatever. I think everybody that has access to a mirror has done that before. And they're lying, like, even if they're just doing it for the meme, that's fine. Now, if you're doing it every time, that would be weird, of course. But like, this is one of the least damning accusations in the entire thing.
Mirror after we had sex. But the strange part about this is that I have a text of her saying, quote, I keep thinking about how hot it was watching myself take your big dick in the mirror. Gooner as fuck. Sorry.
Is this just like holding your spaghetti challenge impossible mode? Like, just don't be cringe for one single message.
How hot it was watching myself take your big dick in the mirror. Gooner as fuck. Sorry. Reading through what she says about me publicly, it's like every accusation she makes towards me is actually some kind of confession to her own behavior. On June 25th, she texts me wondering if she can give me head after getting her wisdom teeth taken out.
The fuck?
On June 25th.
All right, let's see. The image is AI generated of me and my friend into men. Her boy version mogged me. Do you think I'll be able to give you head after I get my wisdom taken off or not? Not for a week or two, which is fine. Excuse me, Professor Steinman. Will I be able to give head after you rip these teeth out of my face? Not for a week. How would Tom know this, by the way? Let's see. I do it as much as possible before. When does wisdom tooth happen? July 17th, I think. Plenty of time. Sophia's going to be staying with me, so I'm going to make her ass take care of me. She's not really that crazy. I think I overhyped the craziness when explaining the situation.
5th, she texts me wondering if she can give me head after getting her wisdom teeth taken out. She obviously wouldn't be able to do that because it causes your face to swell up like a blimp. And she responds with, no, I got to do it as much as possible before. Here, Rowan's asking me, am I the tightest, most perfect girl you ever fucked? On July 2nd, she says,
that's so cringe. Like, holy shit. Am I the tightest, most perfect girl you ever fucked? I know I am. You just know this bitch is loose as can be, okay? It's like following a hot dog down a hallway. If you're asking people, this is like a man asking a woman if he's good at sex. If you have to ask, you know the question. You know the answer is no.
Rowan's asking me, am I the tightest, most perfect girl you ever fucked? On July 2nd, she says, I miss that big dick so much. I'm under spells. On July 5th, I bring up us wearing condoms, and Rowan says, ew, no, and then tells me that she wants me to cream pie her, and that she's a real freak. After I say...
That's one of the biggest red flags, by the way. Like, I'm not surprised that Turkey Tom got ringworm. Now I'm starting to question if it was from the furries or from this chick.
Happy birthday, sweetie, for her 21st. She says that all she wants for her birthday is my big white cock. In this next one, she texts me saying, I miss feeling like I'm going to break in half.
Tom is going through these messages pretty quickly.
In this next one...
Is there anything funny here? Let me have a look. Pick-Misha is my favorite slur? Wait, what do you mean by that? I gotta go get Whataburger, and then I gotta do some work before I sleep, but we talk tomorrow. Pick-Misha? Why is that a slur? I'm trying to think of what is this? How is this a slur? Is it just against women that are pick-me's? Or is there some racial component to this? Is it political? What does it mean, chat? Okay, good night. I see my glorious huz in 4 days. Truth Nuke, good night. I miss feeling like I'm going to break in half, not going to lie, soon. I'll be seeing you more often. That is a threat. I am so intimidating. Yoicks.
She texts me saying, I miss feeling like I'm going to break in half, not gonna lie. And this next one, she says, I like when you make me choke on it and call me a good girl. On July 23rd, she says, can I come over and suck on it Friday night? Which I don't accept. I tell girl. On July 23rd, she says, can I come over and...
Hi, Tom. What's up? I'm eating shrimp pasta. It's over. You broke. Damn. Can I come over and suck on it Friday nights? Lol. Crying face emoji. I mean, I know I drink a lot of water on stream, but this chick is thirsty. Holy shit.
And suck on it Friday night, which I don't accept. I tell her that I'm busy. She then says, I have the big white cock addiction. Interestingly enough, in this next one, she's asking me if I can...
We should swim together next time I wear my Guna bikini. Don't use that word in this context, but sure. What do you mean, Guna bikini? What do you mean? Do you think you could fuck me in the air? Like on a private jet or like holding her up? I assume it's the latter.
Have sex with her while holding her in the air, essentially, and tells me that I should try to do it. Once again, a pretty bizarre thing to ask someone to do who allegedly has been abusing you for 3 months by now with overly rough sex. On July 21st, she starts off by texting me, I hate gooner men, and then...
The absolute audacity of this woman. I hate gooner men. What do you mean by that? Let's see. What is... He's signal, and he looks like Peter Griffin, and no woman in the right mind will want to him if he didn't pay respectively.
Not even 1 minute later, she says, I need that big white cock. On August 23rd, she says, whenever I wake up without my morning Tom face fuck, I am sad. On September...
It's just a self-hating gooner, is that what this is?
September 2nd, she expresses that she wished she lived closer to me, but if she did, it would be an issue because she would want to come suck my dick all the time.
You can just tell by Tom's responses that he's so glad that she's like a certain amount of miles away. Like, you need that safety barrier to be away from this chick. Holy crap. Now, I'd be very concerned about this woman being around any men, honestly.
But if she did, it would be an issue because she would want to come suck my dick all the time. On September 17th, she sends me an Instagram reel of someone praying the rosary. I don't respond, and she follows... 17th, she sends me an Instagram reel of someone...
I'm going to make a seafood boil.
Someone praying the rosary. I don't respond.
I pray the rosary. I don't understand this. Am I too old, or am I just delirious from my flu medication or whatever? What is happening here? I mean, I probably wouldn't justify this with a response either. What does he mean by this?
And she follows up by saying, I miss that dick so much. Here in this next...
See, here's the problem.
Okay, I don't respond, and she follows up by saying, I miss that...
So she doesn't get the response, So she has to like, she's like, okay, well, he's not responding to my funny memes. So I'll try and horny bait him. And the fact that Tom responds to this, he's like reinforcing the idea that you've got a horny post, otherwise you won't get a response. Which is mean that she's like subconsciously realizing this is the only value that she has in this relationship.
Dick so much. Here in this next photo,
So
she sends me a picture of her in lingerie with the caption.
Can somebody come up with some funnier thirst jokes? I've already made a joke about her dying of thirst in the desert, but like, there's got what could this is almost beyond parody. I can't think of even a single thing to say.
When it's rape time. And after she said that, all I did was respond with a photo of the movie Just Friends.
Oh my, you just have to know that this is the biggest blow to her self-esteem. You send a picture in lingerie. Rape time. It's on. And he says Just Friends with a fat Ryan Reynolds. Holy shit. Tom is funny. I'll give him that. He may be... I think I'm almost... There's still another chick to go through. Like, he has to go through another chick. Okay? But it seems like thus far, the recording and beating allegations are... I'm going to put a couple lines for the beating, but I'm not entirely sure about it just yet. The recording seems to be completely debunked at this point. The beatings seem like they were completely consensual at this point as well. And we have to check in from Left from Dead, and she's sending something to Josh Moon as we speak, so we don't know if that's going to maybe show an extra dimension to this. Because, you know, there's like, you let out the allegations, there's a response, and the secondary allegations come out. We've got to see them first before we make a clear decision. But it seems like the only thing that's being avoided by Tom is the age play stuff, which may be because he can't disprove it, or there's not enough evidence in his mind for it. Now, of course, it's a really good idea when you get attacked with some like heinous allegations. You never say like Tom should not say I'm not a pedophile, because people hear the word pedophile and they're like, oh, okay, well, he said the word, okay. So it's much better to just sidestep that entirely, and then just show that this woman is insane and try and discredit her. That's a really good strategy. It doesn't disprove that he might be into age play though. That's the problem. But this is very effective, and people on the internet will absolutely eat this. I mean, we're watching it right now, having a big old giggle about it because it is hilarious and it's so like insane, this entire situation.
On Thursday, September 25th at 7:30 a.m., Rowan says, I hope you come. I got something special for our rape times. I say, change that to consensual sexual encounters, and she says, I know. She expands on this particular message and says, are you mad at me? I know it's consensual. So even as we're approaching over 4 months of being together, she's still telling me that our sex is consensual and that she likes it. Now that I've gone through a lot of our messages, I think it's pertinent that we get into the month of October. This is the month that Rowan has publicly claimed that there was one specific incident that occurred during which she asked me to stop having sex with her, and I did not. To be perfectly clear, this never happened. But just to have some fun, we can go through our text day by day in this month to see which day this horrific incident could have possibly occurred. On October 2nd, she texts me saying, you are perfect. On October 3rd and 4th, we hung out. She asked me if I got home okay, and she says that I am her formal date in her heart. She then says that she hates when anyone comments on her body, even in a positive way.
Oh yeah, this is one of the things. There was, they claimed that Tom was reinforcing their eating disorder so that he could like keep them small so that they would look more like children. That was one of the allegations I forgot. Let's see. I'm really trying to gain weight because I hate it when people talk about my body even in a nice way. I just weird as fuck. I would like, you ever tell a fat person they're fat? But it's okay for people to come up to you and say like, you're so skinny, you're so tiny. True. It's not like the time or anything. That's what I've been saying. It's much more fun to eat slop and go for a walk and go to the movies. It's beautiful even like you. Agreed? All right. Thank you, N-word. The bar scene here is just one massive bar that you have to wait in a huge line for an hour. I was so irrationally angry at the septum girls in front of me.
And I tell her that she should eat slop and go.
She does use, like, realistically, I don't think anyone should be cancelled for using a word. I think the idea of slurs, like, having power is ridiculous. So I don't have a problem with this. And I think that, like, I mean, it's just ridiculous in its entirety. But there are a lot of people that disagree with me on that point. And, you know, as they say, you shouldn't throw stones from glass houses. And it seems like some people are taking that her flagrant use of the N-word to mean that she is just an insane woman.
for a walk and not worry about it, and that she is beautiful. On October 8th, she continues being sexual, complimenting...
Whoa. What the fuck is this? Says me if I don't have violent sex very soon. It's anime girl in a respirator. I see. So I guess the implication is she's dying from this, but then she posts the amputee lolicon like thing. What the fuck? When I think about you in a bikini or something, I feel like a rabid dog. Aw. That's me when I think about your arm. Them shit's so big. Like what the, why has she got the amputee lolicon like fucking draw? Like what the fuck? Is Tom gonna hit home on this one? This is like, what the fuck?
My arm. She then resends me a meme that says, me if I do not have violent sex very soon. On October 8th, she also says, I miss my handsome husband. Here, I tell her I landed in Texas.
I gotta go back because there's like so much stuff that Tom isn't even talking about. Is he just leaving it on the table for people to like find themselves? Let's see. I miss my handsome huz. I know you're being normal and miss you a lot. My mum just touched down in Bangor, Maine. Nice. Okay. So no, just
8th, she also says, I miss my handsome husband. Here, I tell her I landed in Texas. She says, I miss sucking.
She can't go like 3 messages without talking about his cock. What the fuck's going on here?
She then texts me saying, you got to start putting rape time in your reminders. I miss sucking on it. She then texts me saying,
she's just like sending him a picture with good night, Rowan. Not my bag. Bruh, the fuck going on? They don't care about me. Did it come yet? Then Minecraft. She's trying to like Minecraft edgy post. Well, not edgy post, but Minecraft attention post. Is this what women think is attractive? It's like, well, this guy makes videos and playing Minecraft. Surely if I show him with my head on a creeper, then he'll like me. I don't think that's how it works.
You got to start putting rape time in your reminders. On October 9th, she says that she wants to hang out. I say I arrived. On October 10th, she says...
All right, let me see. What is this meme she's sharing? My lovely Christian wife who never heard a fly after the day out in the city. Okay, I don't know what that is.
Let me know when you get back safe. I always have such a fun time with you. On October 14th, she says she wishes she was waking up to me in the morning. And she then expresses... fun time with you.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything
14th, she says she wishes she was waking...
I wish I wake up with you in my bed instead of Kumoi. Who the fuck is Kumoi? It sounds like some Japanese shit, but I don't know what that is.
Waking up to me in the morning. And she then expresses sadness that I'm not moving closer to the city where she's from to live near her. She then states that her...
Let's see. Hope you made the right decision. I'm hoping my swollen cheek go down. I look like Quagmire. That's kind of a funny image. What happened? Did I irritate it? Seems like this place did a bad job. Pajit did it. Not surprised. She's talking about her. She got her wisdom taken out by an Indian dentist. The Pajit's done her dirty. I don't know. I just woke up with my face was swollen. It's nice that last semester was getting drunk every weekend, and now instead of spend quality movies with my Pookie, good change. Not to glaze, but my life has improved since meeting you. Oh my god.
Life has improved.
Feel almost jealous. I mean, this is one of those situations where on the outside it looks like it's like, oh man, where are all these BPD whores when I was younger that would like, you know, threaten to suck my dick every opportunity and send me all the, like, it seems like a good idea. Like when you're not in that circle, it probably sounds like a great idea. But I think Tom, this is the reality. If only you knew how bad things were. Like even from his messages, you can see he's kind of like, seems like he's over it already.
Meeting me because previously she was partying and going out, and now she spends time with me. On October 15th, she says, I started my period. I wish I could come suck on it. And that evening, she says, I would kill myself if I had to talk to any other man but you. I say, that's true. I'm a nice guy. And she says, yeah, I'm the bad guy. On October 17th, we've already read this, but this is once again where she says, do you ever go back and watch our videos? And I say, yeah, I do sometimes actually. And she responds to me that she's thinking about that right now and says, quote, need that big white cock.
She also says, in the mirror, you deadass look like the Hulk compared to me. I have girl drama to talk about whenever you're done with work for today. Wow, that sounds like really fun, ladies. Men love it when you talk about your girl drama after work. Oh my gosh, so entertaining.
In the mirror, you deadass look like the Hulk compared to me. Now, one thing to note here is that at no point does she express that the videos were taken without her consent. Once again, I just want to have that hammered down here. On October 19th, she texted me saying she needs my milk right now. She then says, I miss my perfect jacked boyfriend, and that night she sends me nudes. At 10 p.m., she sends me a photo of a guy with a clock in his hand.
I think this, unironically, this may be the thirstiest bitch I've ever seen. Like, she's so desperate. What makes a woman like this? Like, we need to get the dad facts in, like, immediately. TikTok, Tom. This is until you rape me. I need that D. It's time. Like, this is just too much, though. Like, this woman has no concept of the idea of less is more. Being like aloof, making him chase you. This is not part of her equation. She cannot comprehend it whatsoever. If she's just not just getting dicked down all day, every day, like this is like dick autism or something. I have no idea how to explain this.
And says, I need that dick. On October 21st, I sent her a bicep photo.
Yout. Did you go to the gym? I just want to point out here that this is all you need to impress women. It's literally just curl bro aesthetics, okay? He's a little bit chunky, and you've been curling like 5 times a week. 3 sessions of curls 5 times a week. That's all you need to achieve this aesthetic. And she's like, God damn, I need that dick. Like women, like I said, women are just really have no idea about what actually goes on in the gym. And when, like last time we were talking about this, I posted the picture of like what is it, Brad Pitt in Fight Club, because that's what women think is like ripped to the teeth or some shit. Because he's just lean. He's just lean. You just need to do like fork put downs 3 times 5. Tinder women are not women. I don't know about that. Bro is anorexic. You look good. Tom can't wait to sit suck your dick. SYD. Like if you need an acronym, I was like, what the fuck does SUD mean? SYD. Suck your dick. She's so busy sucking dick that she has to make that into an acronym. Soon. Excited to see you, handsome. Is video okay? Holy shit. Simp detected, simp reported. What?
She responds saying, you look good, Tom. I can't wait to suck your dick. She says, I love you. You're a great boyfriend. She then says, you never officially asked me to be your girlfriend, to which I say that we did. On October 23rd, there's proof we hung out that day. She then says, text me when you get home safe. And I...
Why is she sending a picture of the pavement? I mean, this is her face, obviously.
That we did. On October 23rd.
I'm wondering what was censored here.
There's proof we hung out that day. She then says, text me when you get home safe.
Like, what was in this pavement that Tom felt he didn't have to include?
And I say, I made it. She also texted me saying, I love when my bed smells like your musk. On October 24th, she says, good night. You're the best boyfriend ever. October 25th, she sends me a photo of herself in a deer outfit and says, meow. I miss Tom's big white.
This is just like, it's just off. Like, this would actually make me annoyed. Because that's off theme. Deers don't say meow, okay? And female deers don't have antlers. So it's a bit strange. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Plus, you can see her dirty ass bathroom in the background here.
White dick. That night, she says, I'm going to send you ass pics tomorrow. On October 26th, we've read this one before, but here she says, next time during our epic rape time, you can tie me up. I say, you mean consensual sex? And she follows it up by saying, you know what I mean, Tom, rough sex. Once again, these are really weird messages to be sending to someone that you now claim is sexually abusing you on a weekly basis. Now, that evening, the evening of October 26th, we can see that I hang out at Rowan's house and I sleep over. Then there's a text that shows that I'm leaving and mentioned that I took my friend to the hospital. On October 27th, she says that she hopes I'm doing well. She loves me so much. On October 30th, she says that we'll be married in 2 years. She hopes I'm doing well. She loves me so much. On October 30th.
All right. Propaganda. Gonna spread some misinformation. Joke, but I'm excited. We're gonna hang out soon anyway. Don't even consider that. We're gonna get married in 2 years, Tom. Yes, I'm joking. Good and epic. I'm putting tinsel on my hair. Why so serious? Hello. Oh, man. This is just so spooky. Like, this is the most unappealing shit you can possibly... Like, if you're a woman and you're, like, crazy about some dude, don't do this. Send him like less messages. Less is more. Make him wonder why you're not responding. Make him wait. This is just like so unattractive. Even me, an incel, can detect these sort of things. And the triple message, hello, why so serious? I'm going to spread propaganda. We're going to be married in 2 years. Ooh, buddy. good and epic. There is a certain amount of comedy. The amount of like dry responses that Tom's having, like the complete opposite of how insane this woman is. Really is phenomenal.
She says that we'll be married in 2 years. October 31st at 12:30 in the morning, she texts me and says, I had a nightmare you broke up with me. Oh my.
Now the problem here, this is a spooky Halloween nightmare. And any man knows that you have to pay for the crimes you commit in a woman's dreams. They literally hold you to that shit. It's so unfair.
God. She then says that I should cut a hole in my Batman suit for my dick. On October 31st in the afternoon, she says, oh, Tom.
You just know that the second that Tom would have cut the hole in the dick, he should be going around going, no, rape man.
I yearn for the big white cock. On November 1st at 1:20 a.m.
Let's see. Yes, at bar. Are you up? No, good night, Illy. Oh, I love you. Okay, yeah, I love you. Okay, that's what that fucking means. Yeah, it's so fucking over. What? Why are you tweaking? Hello? Is you up? I'm falling asleep. I'm not tweaking. No, good night is crazy. I was madly in love with... What? You was madly in love with her and not me. Oh, no. This is when she's coming down. This is the worst spot to be in. Like, you get the love bomb and then you get the crazy bomb.
She says, up? No good night? I love you? Yeah, it's fucking over. I tell her that I'm falling asleep, and she says, you was madly in love with her and not me. I'm gonna myself. I tell her, good night, I'll see you tomorrow, and I then say, do not say anything like that ever again. Now, for a little more context on this specific message and what she's talking about here, during our entire relationship, she was extremely insecure about the fact that before I was with her, I had lived with a girl, and she wanted me to basically show more commitment in the relationship than I was willing to show, as far as like moving physically closer to her. And at a few points, she suggested that we move in together, and I said, you know, it's just too soon. We're not really ready for that. I don't.
It wasn't too soon, by the way. But Tom could, like, the subconscious male psyche, even though they're like dick blind with the amount of head he's getting, you can tell that this moving with a chick would be a bad idea.
I don't think that makes sense after dating for just a few months to move in together. So that's the context of this. She would constantly bring up shit and compare herself to my ex or ex-sexual partners in general, but my ex-girlfriend.
Sorry. I didn't have to add this. Oh, that's too funny. Turkey Tom's response, bro. His chopped face. I don't want to have sex in the woods. Chaz, are we pro sex in the woods or not? Like a little camping trip fun? Like, what? Nothing wrong with that, surely. Oh dear, oh dear. Like, this response is called My Side. It should be called My Sides, because I'm getting a free fucking ab workout from this video. We're only about halfway through this. I mean, like I said, he hasn't addressed any of the age play stuff, and there's still another bitch he has to go through. But this, like, Sacramento, like, Rowan chick, she's fucking done. She's just fucking totally done. There's nothing left. It's fucking over. She's already dead. Stop it. Stop it, Tom. Destiny most affected. Very funny.
And I was like, don't say stuff like that. Like, I'm dating you right now. Stop worrying about this. So later on in the night, she texts me saying, mass is needed. I am such a sweet...
I'm not a loser girlfriend, my bath. Look, it's like that thing. If you have to ask a woman if you're good in bed, you're not good in bed. If you have to say you're not a loser, you're a loser. I'm not a loser girlfriend, my bad. Had fun, but some end were preaching about gospel outside the club, and it made me sad. Mass is needed. Wait, so there's some black guys outside the church that were talking about religious stuff, and you got sad and needed the big WC? I'm such a sweet girl and have love in my heart for you. I know this. Good. All right. Let's just put a pin in this one. Let's remember this. She's such a sweet girl, chap. Good morning. Okay. I'm going to sew because last night was not good. I mean, at least she realizes she was drunk last night. That's good and good morning. Hi, my sweet love. Batman. I started crying at the club. What time do you want to link?
sweet girl and have love in my heart
This is
for
why
you.
you don't go
I
to the
know
club.
this. And this carries into the morning where she says, hi, my sweet love. The next day around noon, she says, sorry for being kind of bitchy. Let me know when you're on your way. I say that I have arrived. We take
Why would Tom post this? Like, I feel like this is worse than any of the other allegations. His Batman suit, and she's dressed up as Catwoman, I guess. It's like not even a good, like, this looks like the Tick or something. Like, this is possibly the worst Batman costume I've ever seen. It's got like the fake muscles and stuff. Like, maybe he bought this because unironically it's bad. It's got like these little alien antennas and shit coming out of it too.
a photo in her Halloween outfits, and on November 2nd, I say that I made it home, and she says that she hopes that I have a good day. So we've now made it through the entire month of October, and there's no indication of any kind of abuse, any kind of mistreatment, or even really anything negative. But almost every single day, she says something about how she loves me, how I'm perfect, how everything is good, and she keeps sending me sexual stuff the entire time without me even asking. At the risk of belaboring the point, I do want to go through a few more messages just for the hell of it, just so I can
Like, she's honestly already dead though, but okay, let's see.
confidently show that she was extremely sexual the entire time and never expressed any reservations about the sex we were having. On Wednesday, November 5th, out of nowhere, she texts me saying, I'm trying to make you nut. I just don't respond. On December
The correct response, by the way.
5th, out of
Like, it doesn't sound, it's so unfair, but if you ignore these sort of messages, you're just going to get like a bunch of more like attention.
nowhere, she texts me saying, I'm trying to make you nut. I just don't respond. On December 12th,
Let's see, 1 week, no huzz won't last forever. Peak.
she sends me nudes again. Kind of a weird thing to send to someone who apparently has sexual blackmail on you again, is it not? On December 24th, she says that I am a sweetie pie. She's grateful for me. She wants to make me nut again, in her words, and she hopes we're married for a long time. On January 2nd, she
I'm going to go back for a second.
me nut again, in her words, and she hopes we're married.
Let's see. Hey, Merry Christmas. You have gifts? You have any gifts you hype for that I'm getting? No. Yeah, makes sense. I hope we're married for a long time. Like, my grandparents have many healthy children. So she has a good relationship with her grandparents. So where did the breakdown happen? Like, who hurt this bitch?
Married for a long time. On January 2nd, she sends me a naked photo of herself, again, unprompted. And the morning of January 8th, Rowan texts me saying that before she comes to visit me, she needs to know that my dick is working.
What do you mean by that? Because, like, wasn't that one of the allegations that he couldn't come unless he was watching porn of himself? I don't think Turkey Tom has responded to that just yet. Brother is crazy. Before you visit in a few days, I need to know everything is working and I won't be interacting with your friend because it's supposed to be just us when I come to visit. My friend? Yes, yes. What friend are you referencing? Brandon? I don't care if you hang out with him, but like just us when I come, please. Oh, like Brandon Buckingham. Okay, so that was like the roommate or something from time to time. I thought he meant like a little friend.
Less than 30.
Unless he calls his dick Brandon? That'd be weird.
That before she comes to visit me, she needs to know that my dick is working.
Okay, but it seems like she just wants to fuck, but like everything is working and I went okay, so there's 2 points here. Interacting with a friend and is your dick working? So again, like why wasn't his dick working then? That's a question that I don't think Tom's gonna address.
Less than 36 hours later, I broke up with her. So as you can see, the texts don't lie. Rowan was blatantly the more sexual one in the relationship. I've produced evidence of this nearly every single week, and she didn't produce any because there isn't any. But apart from the idea that I filmed her without her consent, and apart from the idea that I was a sexually abusive partner, she actually made some other claims as well. So another claim she made is that I encouraged her eating disorder.
Yeah, I told him very early on, like, hey, like, I've struggled with eating issues in the past.
Now, I don't think that Josh Moon had his face on this stream previously. So did Turkey Tom put this Dear Feeder picture up? For what reason, I wonder?
And I'm kind of still trying to gain some weight and make sure everything's okay. And he would tell me, oh, I love how skinny you are. I like how small you are, you know.
Well, like specifically in one of the messages, Tom says, like, you look like a little girl or some shit.
Like, I love how your body is, like, skinny. And, like, just say all this stuff that was incredibly hard to hear.
This is also a pretty serious claim, and if true, would undoubtedly make me a pretty fucked up guy. But it's just not true. Here, I directly discourage her.
All right, let's see what she said. Let's see what Tom says. I need to gain weight because my doctor said I'm underweight again. Kind of sucks. I just don't know how to go about it because I've been underweight my entire life. Probably just eating a lot of food. I mean, with all the dick she's eating, how is she losing weight? That's my question. Probably just eating a lot of food and feeling fuller than you want to, but that's the game. Yeah. It sucks because I want to look like Barbie, but it's not healthy. to starve Max. True, but it's very bad for you, so don't. I mean, Tom's being fairly supportive in this point, at least. If you eat well and exercise, you'll be toned anyway. It won't really matter that you put on some weight. Yeah, you're right. You're very skinny right now, so you have to have good progress right away if you want to work out. I mean, like, if she starts getting weight. I miss you that time. Let's see. Okay.
Eating disorder, even giving her advice on gaining weight. And I say starving yourself is very bad for you. In this next screenshot, she says she used to be thick, but she self-nuked. I say you look the same, more or less. I guess you lost some weight, but I think both.
This is like, by the way, like, I'm not sure if Tom knows this. I know he probably does. But if she says, like, I used to be fat, and then you just you look like that now. That's the worst possible thing you can say to her.
Are attractive. This next one, she says that she feels skinny fat.
I need to look Max more. I'm skinny fat. Like, this conversation is so cancerous. During school, I literally walk like 12 miles a day, so I'm exhausted by the time I get home, though. I wouldn't say that, but working out is good for everyone regardless.
I say I don't agree, and I say that working out is good. And this next one, she sends me an image that says, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. And I say, that's a sickening image. Now, for those who don't know, this is it's like a pro-anorexia slogan, I guess you would call it. Here in this next screenshot,
I mean, I think that's just people say this across all, like, fitness industries. Like, no dessert tastes as good as looking good or some shit. That's not totally weird, but, like, anorexia people really do feed into this. I mean, bit of the wording choice is not ideal there, but, you know. Damn, I need to gain some weight for real. Would you still like me? Yes. I'm 105, lost, what is that, like 40 kilos or some shit? Not good. I also walk like 5 miles every day during school. Well, as soon as she finishes school, she's going to balloon up, obviously.
Asked me if I'd still like her, if she
Yeah, it's weird
weight,
in the context. I'll agree with that. It's weird in the context. It's not necessarily a bad phrase or not like a pro-anorexia phrase, but in the context, yeah, it is pretty weird. Like, she actually believes that.
Yes. Here in this next one, I tell her explicitly she should eat more food and drink protein shakes to gain weight. And I also tell her that gaining weight would be healthy for her.
I'm actually shocked that she doesn't like make this into a dick joke about eating protein. I need to eat, Max. I'm 104 libs. Pounds. Yeah, that's bad. Perhaps you should consume something hearty and tasty like ribs. I'm going to lose weight when school starts because I get stressed. Maybe my drink protein shakes that make it a bit easier. Yeah, I think I will. At the hospital, they made me drink those boost things that kept refusing to eat their disgusting food, and I gained a lot of weight. That's a good plan. I don't want to end up in a bad situation with the weight, you know. Good to eat. Yeah, it was bad before. Unfortunately, my cousin is going through the same thing with me right now, and she just lost her. Okay.
Well as saying, I just want you to be healthy. Here in this next one, I tell her that I find her sexy how she is, but that it could be healthy for her to gain 5 to 10.
Wait, what is this? Shaking my head, okay. But there's us, an aquarium, and there's a few museums. Oh, I see. Oh, there is an aquarium, so they're talking about going somewhere. You don't care that I'm skinny, right? Like, I don't know. I like you and find it sexy even. Think about that. Okay. I get insecure about it because I feel like a 2x4 sometimes. Oh, I say like a 2x4, like a flat plank. I find big muscle attractive. There's the Gooner brain is coming back in. But I do think it could be healthy for you to gain like 5 to 10 pounds. I'm not a doctor, but it makes sense to me. But physically, I'm attracted to you as much as is very much.
Pounds. So this is now 7 instances of me actively discouraging her eating disorder, despite her lying and saying that I was egging it on. Now, one of the other allegations that Rowan has levied towards me.
I mean, he didn't bring up the. Oops, my pen dropped it. He didn't bring up the post where he says like you look like a child when you're naked. I mean, you never. It would be a terrible idea for him to do that, but that is still an unanswered question.
Is that I'm into age play. She's not alleging that I did it with her. She's alleging that I did it with another girl named Ellie, who I briefly talked to 2 years ago.
All right, okay, so here's the age play stuff.
Now, there's no proof whatsoever that I did anything close to age play, but I did text.
Well, I mean, wasn't the accusations coming from Kai and that like who Turkey Tom has like a doxing folder on, like the revenge folder, and she posted like the Tom the good boy, he didn't do nothing even though he has revenge stuff on me. Like, I don't think we can trust anything coming from her. And there's that weird guy that she is with that got tricked into tuning out or something as well. So I wouldn't say there's no evidence of this. And there's also been like kind of an open joke in their communities for a long time that Tom's into like diaper play for stuff, and he's into like age play stuff, and he was hanging out with that puppy girl and all sorts of stuff. All right, but we'll see what he said. We'll see what he says.
2 years ago. Now, there's no proof whatsoever that I did anything close to age play, but I did text her about these allegations, and she clearly states that I've never done age play. An ex.
All right, this message.
We talked to 2 years ago. Now, there's no proof whatsoever that I did anything close to age play, but I did text her about these
I mean, these are weasel words. Well, that's true. He didn't say I never did age play. He said there's no proof I did age play. Let's see. So Ellie says, I mean, I don't really want to post it on my story. I don't feel like going back to social media right now. But you have never done age play, lol. You don't have to post it yourself, whatever. It's fine. I'm sorry. You're going through this whole thing. Would prefer if you could get people to like leave me the fuck out of it. We barely dated. I'm going to try my best to minimize you in this, but we never talked about it. This is Turkey Tom asking her to post on her main that he isn't into age play. So he's asking for this after the fact, right?
allegations, and she clearly states that I've never done age play. An ex-girlfriend of mine named Kai, who I dated for 3 years.
This is the first girlfriend?
Also publicly posted on Twitter saying that I never abused her and that we never did anything related to age play.
All right, so the message that Tom posts says, there's been a message circling around claiming that Tom and I participated in age play, which is just blatant twisting of the truth. Tom definitely romanticizes power dynamics into heavy dom sub stuff, but that was never expressed through age-related dynamic role-playing. It's clear he is a type for Sanrio mentally ill girls. So that's like, you know, Hello Kitty, Kurumi, those sort of things. But I just can't say from my experience that it was ever pedophilic in nature. The person I knew between the years of 2020 and 2023 was not into those things. Anything other than that, I wouldn't know. Tom has cropped out the part where it says that she says that he does have like dirt on her, which makes it very suspicious and puts any of her claims into question.
So this brings the total counter up to 5 people: Rowan, Katie, Ellie, Kai, and another random girl I banged a year ago named Maddie, who for some reason came out in the midst of all of this to post
talk about a chopped face.
Pictures of herself in my house. And all of these people say that I never was into this fetish with them. The closest thing I've ever engaged in when it comes to age play is that sometimes girls do call me daddy during sex. It's a little embarrassing given that I am me. I accept that it's something people are going to see as a little bit strange. All I can really do at this point is accept that it's something that I've done. And I think that Rowan should accept it about herself too, given that she also called me daddy during sex and over text repeatedly. In the same vein as this accusation, Rowan stated, one more thing to add I thought was odd. Never really expressed any interest in Hello Kitty or that type of e-girl stuff, but I had like one Hello Kitty figure in my car. As a gift, Tom bought me Hello Kitty pajamas and a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff. So Rowan essentially wants you to believe that I'm pushing Hello Kitty onto her as if I have some kind of weird fascination with it. But the truth is...
Well, like, the allegation is that he was trying to reconstruct his lost first love, Kai, who was into age play.
Is that I am a 23-year-old man, and I don't give a fuck about Hello Kitty, okay? The only reason
yeah, it's not about Hello Kitty. It's about being into women that are pretending to be children. That's the thing.
I bought her anything Hello Kitty themed at all, which was once, by the way, was because she frequently...
Wait, he shared his Amazon cart?
I bought her anything Hello Kitty themed at all, which was once, by the way.
All right, let's see. Collectible Kurumi bedding, super soft, cozy, decorative cuddle pillow, officially licensed by product by Franco. Fast forward Kurumi reusable non-woven tote bag. Kurumi plush women's pajamas, silk. Okay.
Way was because she frequently expressed interest in it. Here she is sending me a photo with a Hello Kitty figurine next.
So Tom says, I like Zins and go through like 110 a day. Back home, I have a collection of like 500 cans I've been saving up for something awesome. Well, the Zin stuff has been confirmed. And then she has a little Zin tower of her own. I'm starting a collection too. No way. Again, just copying her hobbies. That's kind of cringe. If I had to pick, I'd show you because it's ridiculous. They're too good. That's the issue. What the fuck is with Zins? Like, how has this infected every fucking person in America? Like, I tried one of the, like, the Velos or whatever that Max had. They're disgusting. They made my mouth burn. I don't understand what the point of these are. I think they were like a psyop that just got pushed onto podcasters and they like hard. Because you started seeing them on all of these like comedian podcasts. Let's have a Zen break. And they're just everywhere. And I think everyone just like fell for the meme or some shit. It's disgusting. It's Zoomer core. It's a Zoomer thing, I think. Okay. I mean, I've seen them on like specifically like the LA comic scene sort of thing.
To her printer. Here she is sending me a photo with
All right. Get trees and plants instead of Hello Kitty. So you got like all the memes and stuff. You got Powerpuff Girls. You've got like looks like Five Nights at Freddy's. You've got South Park. You got some Hello Kitty, Spider-Man. 3 or 4 Hello Kitties there. Okay. You're not coming out alive, bruh. This is such a bad omen. I'm staring into hell. So he knew the red flags were there, but he was thinking with his deck, obviously.
The hand-drawn and colored Hello Kitty image on her wall.
Nootropics are like completely bullshit. People are so stupid they fall for it, though.
Yeah, she made these herself. Here, in regards to her decorating my room, she says, no Hello Kitty with a frowny face, and I say, correct.
Hey, she got a Lolita poster? That's pretty sus. That's like real sus. What the fuck?
Something interesting about these texts is that she shows that she has a poster of the movie Lolita on.
Like, yeah, that's like very concerning. Like, is this a real, or is this AI? That's a big fucking woe, buddy.
On her wall. I wonder what the movie Lolita could possibly be about. This film is about a middle-aged professor who is sexually attracted to adolescent girls he calls nymphettes. He rents a room in the house of a young widow to get closer to her 14-year-old daughter, Dolores Hayes Lowe, whom he calls Lolita. Obsessed with the girl, he eventually gains control over her after he takes her cross-country with him. Rowan even says that I should watch this movie, to which I reply that I feel like it's a movie adult men aren't supposed to see. In this next
Going back, I want to read this because Tom was still engaging with this one. Let's see. Something Tom says. I've seen the dragon tattoo one. Is that the girl with the dragon tattoo? I mean, that's a good book. I haven't seen the movies of it though. I think there's one with like Daniel Craig. But Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is like it's like a Swedish crime novel series. I guess it's pretty popular, so I probably don't need to explain it. But like a big thing in it is that there's like this autistic genius girl in it, and she gets like raped by her like guardian. So he straps her down to the bed and grapes her with a dildo and shit. So maybe that's what they're talking about. Like, it seems like she's talking about movies that are into like stuff she's into sexually. That would be my take from this conversation. It's really good. We'll watch it. Okay, you should watch Lolita, but you might be put on a list. Is Tom the one that got groomed here? Like, did Tom get groomed into this Gooner reality by this woman in particular? I feel like it's one of those movies that an adult men are not supposed to see, the name alone. So he has some presence of mind here. Yeah, it's for the girls. Wait, what do you mean? It's for the girl. Nobody should be getting off of the idea of like an adult man abducting children. I really like Black Swan, if you've seen that one. I remember watching Black Swan. I didn't care for it. Is that the movie where she looks in the mirror and it says whore? Yes. Crying face, crying face, crying face. Almost, she's just like me for real. What the fuck? Just rewatch Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a good movie.
Watch this movie, to which I reply that I feel like it's a movie adult men aren't supposed to see. In this next screenshot, Rowan asks me if I start...
Let's see. If I start dressing like a weirdo, Hello Kitty e-girl, would you still fuck with me? No. I don't want you to do that. It felt kind of repulsive. I beg you to stop. I mean, this is a pretty good response to age play allegations, I'd say. Okay, that's good. It's Lulu season. Yeah, that's cool. I can have a little Hello Kitty as a treat, but not an odd way. Is Tom redeemed? Is Tom totally redeemed from these posts? It seems like this bitch was out to get him from the start. Like, this is a pretty good response so far.
Start dressing like a weird Hello Kitty e-girl, would you still fuck with me? And I replied, no, I don't want you to do that. I find it kind of repulsive. Here, Rowan is texting me.
I mean, Tom was still engaging with her after seeing all of this, though, so that's kind of weird. I'm so pissed I have to take down all my Hello Kitties. The world is healing. What you doing this week? Working. Vids to get out. Big plans do you see? Oh, yeah, I see. Also, they turned the Wi-Fi on my apartment off during the summer, so we have to get creative. A little detox. Happens to me too, chat.
Said that she has to take down all of the Hello Kitties from her dorm room. And this next one is probably the strangest reference to Hello Kitty out of all of them. Here, she's sending me a video that says, get you a man that takes you to the Hello Kitty hotel. And
the one in Japan?
Under it, she writes, imagine the rape here. And I say,
not the Hello Kitty rape hotel. I don't know if this is what he's talking about, but there used to be like a love hotel in Japan that was Hello Kitty themed. I believe it was shut down due to copyright infringement, which is pretty rare in Japan that anyone comes after you for that, but they did in this case. This chick is obsessed with BWC and rape, though. It is pretty weird. This is a massive, massive red flag. We need to find like a new word to describe this woman because it's like it really is beyond the pale.
I will not imagine. Now, with some of the more insane projections and lies out of the way, I'd like to get into some strange details that Rowan also decided to lie about for whatever reason she may have. One thing that a lot of people pointed out that's strange is that Rowan had taken...
I'm shocked at the amount of goodwill that I gave this woman in the first interview with Josh Moon. Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, these women really do sound like they've been abused. And I was like, I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked at how much of a turnaround this has. Because, like, I tend to think that people act rationally, which is my biggest failing, is I assumed that you wouldn't come up with these sort of allegations if it's so easy to show that you yourself were committing the exact same things. No shit because you're a simp. Oh my God. You can't call women whores enough on the internet without and then not be called a simp. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. If you believe women once, you're a simp, okay? I assume that some women are good people and aren't liars, okay? That makes me a simp, apparently.
A photo of us matching on Tinder.
All right, so this was one of the big sussy ones, though. This happened is that she screenshotted the Tinder match, which is something that women do a lot, apparently. And some people were really like, this makes my noggin jogging a lot. C said on Twitter about the Turkey Tom allegations. Who takes screenshots of people they match with on Tinder? Apparently, a lot of women, because women want to send the matches to other women to say like, this guy matched with me for real, lol. The accuser claims Tom hid his channel from her, implying she didn't know him. So what was needed for this screenshot originally? Just curious.
Before we met in person.
Yeah, I took a picture of the match because I could kind of tell there was like something weird about this guy. Like, I didn't know if he was famous or whatever. And also,
we gotta do a new poll. I think we gotta do a new poll. Let's see. Tom status. Totally redeemed. Oh my goodness, they got the Japanese election happening. Truck going past. All right, we'll do that poll real quick. Let's continue her story.
I did that to other people as well on Tinder.
Just like everybody you matched with to like gossip with, like girlfriends?
Yeah, like a couple of them. But yeah, he seemed like kind of weird, so I took pictures of our match.
I mean, this is such a woman moment as well, because like, if you think he's a weird guy, why would you match with him? Why would you hang out with him?
Also stated repeatedly that she's not a very online person multiple times throughout her testimony. But the wild thing about this is Rowan had sent me a message on my YouTube connected Instagram all the way back on February 21st of 2024, 15 months before matching me on Tinder, where she
like, just when I thought there was no she had no goodwill left, she somehow found a way to embarrass herself further. Oh, I didn't know who he was. Oh, look what happened by accident. We just matched. I just screenshotted this guy. You have to do a video on this crazy guy on Twitter. He only has like 3,000 followers, but this man is a menace. This is like the final nail in the coffin. Like, holy shit.
She said, you have to do a video on this crazy guy on Twitter who only has like 3,000 followers, but this man is a menace.
This is also like this is like a really unhinged comment, by the way. Like, bro, you gotta make a video about this random nobody. Like, it's so like, this is like personal army bullshit. Like, she just has a personal gripe with this guy in particular.
I even confronted her about this when we first hung out because I found it very strange that she lied to my face when she first met me and said she didn't know who I was. I said, hey, I looked at our messages on Instagram and saw you DM me over a year ago.
Oops. Oopsie. Oops. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you, but I watched one of your vids a while ago and thought you were cute, but I thought it would be awkward. Sad face, crying face. That's okay, I was just surprised. I know I look, I know I probably look crazy. Yes, you do, bitch. A little bit mean. It's okay. I just wish you told me, that's all. I didn't want to, though, because I thought it'd be weird. Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of lied about some stuff. Like, I was a niche internet micro-celebrity on Twitter. Oh, fuck off. For a little bit, too. I'm chronically online. And I didn't want to admit it, lol. I've gotten better about it. Look, there's no such fucking thing as an internet micro-celebrity on Twitter. What she means is she was posting, like, thirst trap pics on fucking Twitter. That's what she means by that. And that's why she was mad at whoever that dude was with 3,000 fucking... It's probably some guy that called her a slut.
Rowan said, oops, yeah, I'm...
Terrain, pull up. I mean, Tom does deserve to be made fun of, though, for entertaining this at all. Like, with all of these red flags, he should have known better.
Sorry, I didn't want to tell you, but I watched one of your vids a while ago and thought you were cute, but I thought it would be awkward. I responded, that's okay, I was just surprised. She replied, I know I probably look crazy. I said, yeah. I mean, a little bit, it's okay. I just wish you told me, that's all. She answered, I didn't want to because I thought it would be weird. I'm sorry.
Who the fuck call themselves a micro-celebrity? What the fuck? People that are nobodies. I'm just a dainty little micro-celebrity. You probably never heard of me. No. People you're either a celebrity or not a celebrity. Like, shut up with this bullshit. I'm at the beginning, but remember Tom's only 23. He's a baby. The 15-year-old now Jane read Cantor's statement and released IG DMs. Nothing burger. She says they were trying to convince her that she was groomed. Yeah, I heard some stuff that these girls are trying to recruit more evil exes to go against Tom. They've tried to message the dog girl, and apparently she's not playing ball.
Kind of lied about some stuff. I was like a niche internet micro celebrity on Twitter for a little bit too. I'm chronically online and didn't want to admit it, lol. I've gotten better about it. Once again, this is just another detail that it doesn't even make sense to publicly lie about, but it's just one of those things that makes me question her intentions throughout the entire relationship looking back. Publicly, she's also misrepresented the end of our relationship. In the interview, it stated that our breakup took place in December and that after that she realized how bad it was and she felt the need to contact Katie, who we're gonna get into later.
All right, that's like we're like what is this, like 60% through this video, and it's been very entertaining so far. It's been very funny. So far, Rowan is completely destroyed. I think I'm willing to completely recant anything I said about Rowan and a thing. I don't think that she was recorded illicitly. I don't think she was beaten illicitly. Now, Left 4 Dead / Katie, we've got to see her still. We haven't really got anything from Kai, and Kai does have the docs the life ruination folder. So I can't really trust anything she says in regards to Tom. But this Katie bitch is like, she's completely out of the entire orbit. Now, is Tom the night rapist? I think we can pretty fairly say he's not the night rapist anymore. He's still a Kuma. This is confirmed. He was thinking with his dick the entire time. The ringworm seems to be completely true. The replacement for Kai, I'm still wondering about that. The age play, I don't think there's enough information about. But I'm willing to downgrade Tom from... criminal to sussy. And like, just, I wonder about that Tom guy. But I do think I was much too harsh. Now this 15-year-old DMs girl, Sketora, apparently she's coming out and saying that there was no grooming going on there. Not sure how reputable her testimony is. I think we need to wait and see what comes up after this in response to this.
Is blatantly untrue. We broke up on January 10th of this year, 2026, and she began posting about me on January 14th, literally.
Wait, hold on a second.
10th of this year, 2026, and this realized how bad it was, and she felt the need to contact Katie, who we're gonna get into later. This is blatantly untrue. We broke up on January 10th of this year, 2026, and she began posting about me on January 14th, literally days later.
That actually kind of surprises me. I thought there was a big gap in their relationship.
She says the breakup was kind of mutual, an idea that is just bitterly ironic because that's not the case. Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again. I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to...
Oh no, not the recordings.
...move on from our relationship and have you go be in your corner. You can meet other guys and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just we'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Oh my fucking god! Do women really? Why would you say this? Like, I was criticizing Tom for having a just-in-case folder. I was criticizing Tom for recording their conversations. But holy shit! What do you mean? Oh my, like, is Tom actually like a genius for recording all this shit? I mean, I guess he was in retrospect.
Make it hard.
We'll just your corner. You can meet other guys, and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just break. We'll break
This
up.
is pretty bad.
You won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Laughing in her face is pretty funny though.
Why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
What?
Because our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
Okay.
You don't give a fuck. You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom raised you. She's a...
This is just textbook projection. So I guess we know the answer to the dad check already.
Seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life, and you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do
Is
damage.
Tom in a one-party consent state? I'm going to be real with you. Even if he's in a one... I don't think he is. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm going to be real. If you are in a one-party consent state and you have this recording, I think you risk the crime. Like, just release the recording and then deal with the consequences later. Because the idea that she's going to sue you for the one-state recording thing is very low. She probably has no money to sue anyway. And this completely redeems Tom's story. Like, I think you just risk it. Like, I think it's better to be convicted for secretly recording someone than to have these massive allegations of you being like a grooming rapist out there. Like, this is a simple, like, cost benefit analysis here. I think you release the video.
To each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish. Okay.
I just want to see you again, though.
Oh, no. I'm going to destroy your life, you piece of shit. I just want to see you again, though. Can I get that dick one more time?
Cause each other any more anguish. Okay.
Like, Tom's handling of this is actually very mature. Just saying, like, no, it's over. We can't, no more times, no things like that. Now, maybe he's just saying that because he's thinking about this from the public optics point of view or whatever. But, like, this is actually very calm, cool-headed handling of a woman that is confirmed now to be trying to destroy his life, which puts anything she says into question ever. Like, there's no going forward. It doesn't matter what she comes out with, unless she literally has evidence of him raping some other woman or some shit. Like, they got together and raped someone
each other.
like that.
We don't have to cause each other any more anguish. Okay.
I just want to see you again, though. Like, do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
I mean, just very, yeah, true.
Why?
Oh my goodness. Do women actually? I'm going to destroy your life, you piece of shit. Your mum raised you wrong. You deserve to suffer. Why can't I see you again? Oh my God. It's fucking over. What an embarrassment.
Because you're, like, threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if
Yes,
you
you
don't come
are.
see me, then I will.
I stated blatantly.
I'm not threatening to blackmail you, but if you don't come and see me, then I will. Holy shit. I honestly, I feel like I owe Tom an apology. I can't believe just how retarded this. Like, the thing is, the chat has to understand that I assume that everyone acts with a certain amount of reason in their actions. I was clearly wrong. I had no idea how crazy. I mean, maybe this shows how sheltered I am, because I've actually never had to deal with a woman like this before. Thank God. Holy crap. I mean, I've had a bad relationship or two, but nothing like this. I thought this only existed in, like, bunny boiler movies or some stuff, you know?
That I did not want to have sex with her. I didn't want to be with her anymore.
I'm gonna go back. I gotta listen to that again. I gotta
You
listen to it
think
again. This is just like
Seem like
I'm gonna listen to it again without the interruptions. Sorry.
And immediately,
I was like pause
attempting to
maxing.
blackmail
Okay.
me into having sex with her again. I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship and have you go be in your corner. You can meet other guys and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just break. We'll break up.
no, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
Because our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
Okay.
You don't give a fuck. You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom raised you. She seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life, and you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
I just want to see you again, though. Like, do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because you're, like, threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
I stated blatantly that...
All right. I had to play it through in its entirety just because it's just so heavy. You are sheltered. It's not that I'm sheltered. It's just that I can detect red flags and avoid red flags. I do know there are crazy people out there, but I just don't entertain any sort of relationship or connection to crazy people. So I've been able to avoid it. Like I've seen some crazy women in my time, but I have never gone to the second stage with crazy women, so I don't know what they're capable of. Okay, that's the difference there. Trust me, I've had some crazy chicks that were interested in me before, but I just was like, I really don't think so. Really don't think so. That's a no for me. Because I listened to the opinion of my friends, and yeah. You're sheltered, return home to New Zealand. I gotta go to America sounds like a wild place. Maybe I gotta get out there and actually see how bad it is. Nah, maybe I'll just stay in my cozy little home. But I'm actually shocked at just how crazy these bitches can be. I mean, there's some crazy bitches in New Zealand as well. Trust me, I know that. Turkey Tom was within his rights to poach content from the farms and never his right to poach content from the farms and never ever credit cite them now. I guess so. I think it's rude to not credit the farms. A lot of this information comes from that. Holy shit. Why would you stay with this? She must have been given crazy head or some shit. I have no idea. You do well in America, very well financially, but you're in a good place, yeah. You know, the thing is that of all the immigrants in America, Australian immigrants actually have the highest earning of all immigrants in America, apparently. On average. At least that's what I read. We have 300 million people, and we lost touch with reality decades ago. I think that, like, the thing is, like, being a celebrity attracts a certain type of crazy. And that's what Tom is in this. And you say, well, he's a micro celebrity. No, he's not. Like, he was famous enough that this woman messaged him years ago. Then she found him on Tinder and messaged and matched with him, screenshot it, and then began her plan. So she was like, aha, we just matched by accident, tee-hee, sort of thing. Like, this kind of woman is specifically attracted to this, to just, like, social attention, and that's what she's been doing on Kiwi Farms. So I would say that this chick is crazier than the average woman, but I don't know.
I did not want to have sex with her. I didn't want to be with her anymore. I just wanted out of the relationship. This is something she was completely unwilling to accept, and that's why after I stopped talking to her, she proceeded to call me over 30 times and texted me 80 times with...
What the fuck? Let's see. Do we read these crazy texts?
No response. She is
I think we have to read them through, right?
She proceeded to call me over 30 times and texted me 80...
All right. If you don't want to talk and listen to me, just say that. Don't waste my time. Well, he did say that. You need to apologize. Also, I need $900 back from my flight to Maine because it was a waste of money, apparently. Goodbye, Tom. Good luck impressing the next BPD whore with your limp dick. This is the thing. Is like, women always do this. Like, oh, I miss that dick so much. Oh, you got a limp dick. Like, this is the only insult that they have. I have screenshots of you talking about Ellie and how your dick pics were going to be put all over the internet. You're literally such a retard. Tell your friend from Dallas to hit me up. My question is, why string me along so long and say you love me when you didn't? It became clear to me at some point that this would be the response I would get if I were to break up with you, and I've been dreading that slowly, considering you just told me you were talking to other guys on the phone, and you just threatened to post about me publicly. Realistically, I can't trust you anyway. Is that why you didn't want to break up with me? Because you were scared I would say some dumb shit? That's so pussy, bruh. Oh my goodness. I see why you didn't want to. I see you didn't want me to look up, because it's so bad. Oh, like look him up on Kiwi Farms. You're literally just as bad as the people that you make videos about, like fucking a Belle Delphine impersonator and getting your dick pic licked as crazy, and then telling your girlfriend about it is expecting sympathy. Have some self-awareness. You're really just an overgrown man-child in some ways. Ohio impressed? What the fuck does this mean? Fucking Zoomers. And also, I need my money back because you told me before the trip you would break up with me. You literally sit at home all day, and so nothing, have hobbies except for gym and video games, have a high body count, but you think you're a high-value man. It's crazy. Again, like, I can't believe that people are so unaware. Like, clearly he is a high-value man to her. Otherwise, you would not be messaging him. It's self-evident. He's like, you fucking piece of shit. All you have is money and muscles and a high body count. You think you're shit? It's like, clearly both of you do. These women need Christ. You think that? No, it doesn't even help. It's not enough. Because like she was skipping church to go get dick appointments. She was literally saying that she was going to mass and then trying to get his mass. Fatty Caddy says Tom is such a good boy. These chicks took advantage of him. I'm starting to feel like Tom got groomed by these bitches. And he's a good boy, didn't do nothing, honestly. I'm like trying to find like the contrarian opinion where Tom is still a bad guy, but like it's very difficult. You're also like mad chopped in the face. I had to look past it. I'm done being a hater. You have a lawyer? You can't record me without consent. Posting dumb screenshots isn't illegal, dumbass. Good luck trying to sue me for posting text messages and public conversations on a public website. You're literally so stupid, Tom. I should have gone to the police right away, but I have evidence. I told my roommate after as well as my friend Sophia. You can't even deny it because TS, for real? What is TS? For real happened. You said it word for word like, you said it word for word. I like hurting you. I still remember because of how fucked up it felt. I'm getting a no contact order. It will go on your record. You're a fucking narcissist. I also got a lawyer. I hated having to tell my mom. You're generally a horrible human being. Like, did Tom delete his messages, or is this just all of her messages, like, with Tom responding with nothing? You're being a genuine horrible human being. I never loved you. Just the idea of you. Like, this is the thing that I hate is, like, don't try and change the record. Don't try and, like, rewrite history. Like, if you enjoyed something and then it soured on you, that's fine. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I enjoyed that I don't enjoy anymore and make fun of now. I don't say it was like, oh, it was always shit. No, you don't need this revisionist history. You can just say you enjoyed it in the past, things changed, and now you don't enjoy it. I'm going to the courthouse in Wacko. I mean, she's a wacko, but whatever. When I get there, and I'm ordering a temporary restraining order due to past threats you have made against me. It might go to real court. Both in something both of us will have to appear. Tom stuck it in. Tom is responsible. I mean, I hope it was worth it. Tom is probably not smart enough not to reply to this. I am shocked that he was able to keep his mouth shut for 3 weeks. I'm not sure if I would handle this as well as him, honestly. I think I would have just posted the DM straight away. And I do think that this is workshopped. Like, I think that Tom has coordinated the release of this, and probably this is the second, third, fourth, fifth iteration of this video, after taking like input from like, you know, Nicholas Diorio and Brendan Buckingham, and there probably was like a longer video than this where it included all of the allegations. But they just said, just drop it. Just focus on how crazy this bitch is. Because this completely detracts from anything else that you've done. Like all of the age play stuff, nobody's going to even think about that. Nobody's going to think about the diaper fetish stuff if you just point out how much of a bitch this chick is. It's very effective strategy. And honestly, I'm like applauding Tom for how well he's put this together so far. I guess this bitch makes it easy though.
times with no response. She is publicly
Okay, so there he just made a statement there.
proceeded to call me over 30 times and texted me 80 times with no response.
Okay, so Tom, I was like wondering if Tom had deleted messages, but it's no, she's just messaging him over and over and over and over and over. Now, if this is true, then we don't have to worry about Rowan posting the other sides of this, because like maybe Tom has cropped out something. We'll have to see what Rowan posts about this later on.
She is publicly claiming to be a victim of sexual abuse while begging me to fuck her again.
Like, you've done all this like weird shit. Like, I don't like it. Like, you're so weird. You treat me badly, especially during sex. And like over the phone, I just listed everything that he had done wrong, and he was like, well, you can leave me if you want. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave you. That's basically what happened.
But there was no like specific, like, did you guys talk at all between breaking up and then?
Tom and I?
He beat
Yeah.
the other one. Well, I mean, he may have been into like rough, like, you know, BDSM play or something. That could be true, but people can do that consensually. We'll have to see, like, because so far we're almost 40 minutes in, and he's only addressed as one girl. There's still the other chick left for dead.
I don't believe so, because I blocked him.
Even this detail is also so insane. While it is true that once she started to lose her mind, I did stop talking to her, she continued speaking at me, alternating between begging me to forgive
Just apologize and I'll stop talking to you. This is not true. If he apologized, it should only get worse.
her for breaking up with her.
Like, she's desperately trying to get an apology so that she can gain some ground back in this and like say, well, see, you apologize. That means you were wrong.
Saying she wanted to have sex with me again, and sending
Wait, go back. Just apologize to me and I'll stop talking to you.
alternating between begging me to forgive her for breaking up with her, saying she wanted
Please just talk to me. I'll see you in 3 to 4 months when you want to smash again, lol. You're going to be back for this pussy. You can't get this anywhere else. With this loose ass 5 out of 10 pussy. You think he can't find anything else like that in Texas? Come on now.
to have sex with me again, and sending me psychotic text messages.
You recorded other girls too. During sex, you recorded other girls during. Well, I mean, if this... So, it seems like Sacramento was absolutely consenting to being recorded. So the recording stuff did happen. Now, is it true that Tom could only come if he was watching a video of himself having sex? Maybe that's true as well. But that's not a crime. That's just sus and weird. Now, the other girls he recorded, that would be interesting. Maybe there is something there. But for the... I don't think there's... This Sacramento chick, she's completely... Anything she says, she has no claim. She has nothing. Her string is completely broken. There's no illegal recording against her. There's no beatings against her. She's completely fucked up. There's nothing. She's completely off the hook. Well, not off the hook, but out of the situation. Like the same thing where you don't ask if you just pull out your phone and record it. That's illegal, Tom. Well, no. If you set a standard, this is like you have to ask permission every single fucking time. Like, no, it's like a lot of language is just like unspoken. You know, if you the first time you have sex, she's like, bring out your phone and starts recording it herself. If he then brings out the phone in the next time, he might just think that's like par for the course. I hope you delete them, because you really have some sick power thing, hitting and choking women and even leaving bruises. It's good to know I'm not the only one who felt extremely uncomfortable. He says no longer record, so it's an admission that he did. No, I definitely think I absolutely believe he recorded them having these interactions. The question or not was whether it was consensual. And at least in Sacramento's case, or Rowan's case, it absolutely was, because she was holding the camera at times. And Turkey Tom also alleges that she was looking directly in the camera during a lot of these interactions as well. Like, she was getting off on this idea. And she was also getting off on the idea of seeing herself get fucked by Tom, because she was like looking in the mirrors and some shit, and she was holding for getting all the different angles and POV shots. So, you know, maybe Tom has abused other women. I'm not going to say that's not impossible. But I think at this point he deserves the benefit of the doubt. Absolutely. What is this? Look, if you get set a standard, you can have sex with women that are just unconscious. I'm not saying that. Like, don't be... You know what I'm fucking talking about. Like, the first time, like, let's say you start dating... There's just no point in explaining this, because there's no way to say this where it doesn't sound stupid. But like, the first time you kiss someone, obviously, you have to make sure that everything's going right, okay? But then after you're dating that person, if you show up like behind them and give them a kiss on the cheek or something like that, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to go, do I need permission to kiss you on the lips today? No, that's not how it fucking works.
filled with lies that she came up with once I dumped her. Now, with Rowan dealt with, the next person I'd like to address is Clorox Katie. Katie's a girl.
So this is a Katie chick. Let's see what happens there.
I had a brief sexual relationship with 2 years ago, and she began posting about me on the...
All right, so Left for Dead. She's the second chick, right? I finally made an account. Yes, Tom is extremely harsh during sex. I being down the kink roads of my life, and how he acts is actually just evil and almost sadistic. Not even kinked up, just actually a Patrick Bateman type gooner. First girl already posted some of the screenshots, but if anyone has questions or wants specific proof, I can see if I can answer.
Same day as Rowan. Now, back when we were hanging out, she flew all the way from California to Maine to hang out with me twice. In the interview, she describes her time with me as the worst experience of her life.
Why'd you fly back 3 times then?
And then you fly back. And how did that go? How long did you stay?
Horrible. That was the worst experience of my life, I think.
And she also took to the forum to make some posts about me. Yes, Tom is extremely harsh during sex. I've been down the kink roads in my life, and how he acts is actually just evil and almost sadistic. Not even kinked up, just actually a Patrick Bateman type gooner. When asked how things between us ended, here is what she had to say. I just truly thought he was a cringe who definitely was going to beat me later if I stayed around. We only had a 2-month fling, but even my insane ass was scared of how he acted, and he was also just stupid. I hated conversation with him. He was just extremely weird to me and also evil as fuck during sex. Naturally, people asked her why she hadn't reported me to the police, and her response was, I thought about the police and looked into it, but again, it being across my own state lines and in Maine,
Cross state lines.
it would have had to been filed there, and I lived on the opposite side of the country, so it just didn't seem feasible. These claims are once again so absurd to me that the best way to dispel them is to just look through our messages together. In these 2 DMs, you see that Katie comes to visit me for the first time on January.
Wasn't this chick like Katie Clorox? So hold on a second. So wasn't this chick involved with like Jet Neptune or something? Like, I don't know too much about the fish tank stuff. But like, that's a red flag from the get-go. If she's engaged in like internet drama / reality TV show stuff, that's a big red flag. Now, I thought that Katie and Left 4 Dead were 2 different people, but they're the same people as it seems to be. Okay, bouncing off, so excited. I'm ready. 2 more hours, so crazy. 1 hour, it's so over. We're so back. Just landed. I didn't die on the plane. Woohoo. Glad you made it home. There was a million storms in the US. Turbulence was actually ridiculous. It felt like a fucking tower drop. We're literally bobbing up and down in the air. My tummy was fluttering like a roller coaster. Lol. That sounds like okay. So just
January
like
20th and leaves on January 23rd. She comes to visit me. She says she's excited. She then goes home. And after leaving my house the first time, she immediately texted me saying, I had so much fun, Tom. You can kidnap me whenever. I feel so alone in my bed.
Let's see. I don't usually either. That's the craziest. I had so much fun, Tom. Let's do it again. I'm so down. You can just kidnap me whenever. I already miss you. It's the night rapist. He strikes again.
She then says that she has to come back. Now, days after coming the first time, she sends me nudes. Once again, this is kind of a weird...
All right, let's see.
That she has to come back. Now, days after coming the first time, she sends me nudes.
Yes, Atlas chaps. I have to show you. Definitely show me. Here's a quick pic. I just tried them on just for you. He's chapless. Well, assless.
Once again, this is kind of a weird thing to send to somebody that you're claiming is recording sex with you without your consent. Why would you send this person nudes? She then sends me nudes a second time, says she needs it, says so starved, so deprived, and she says that she misses me so much. I say, let's hang out in March. She says I'm down, but waiting until March will be so hard. On February 1st, Katie says that she misses me. On February 2nd, she slides up on my story and says she is counting down the days until she can see me again. She then says that she needs to see me ASAP, and she misses all the things about me. On February 4th, she says she wishes that she woke up cuddling me. On February 8th, she says she wants to have sex with me again. Once again, this is after the first time we hung out. February 18th, she says she's going to swallow me, and she then sends me naked photos of herself willingly. Keep in mind, once again, she's accusing me of recording sex with her without her consent, and then she keeps sending me naked photos of herself. She even sent me a video, by the way. She says, I need you right meow. I need you ASAP. February 22nd and February 24th, we have I miss you and are you home yet? February 28th, she slides up on my story and says, I'm gonna suck you so good. She then says, I need to see you now more than ever. Lots of hugs and hot sex. On March 2nd, she says, I like you lots, and I reciprocate. She says she can't wait to see me again. She then
A good question. Do you think that before women, the 70s women always ever talked like this outside of brothels? Good question. What do you think, chap? I think women are always degenerate. Like, but men and women are both degenerate. That's the thing. Is that men and women are both equally horny, and people need to understand this. It does seem, though, that female gooners are worse than male gooners, at least from what I've seen on the internet so far. I think that women were able to keep their craziness in check in the past, but it was still there, like underneath the currents of society. The internet has definitely made them be able to post their crazy on main, though. Everyone's saying yes, always. He better end this video by saying don't stick your dick in crazy. I mean, he seems to enjoy it, though. He definitely seems to have a type. Unfortunately, yes. They have a different way of talking. 70s women? No, it means like in the 70s when they were younger. So like, 50 years ago, were they acting like sluts? I mean, we know they're working like... We know that senior older folks' homes are some of the biggest transmissions for STIs in the entire country. That's a known fact. They want to play games, but then they get their feelings hurt. Now, that's part of the game, though. Tom loves crazy women, that's for sure. Yeah, he does. Who doesn't like crazy women? I don't.
And says that she's excited to see me that coming Saturday. In the next screenshot, I say, your pussy's going to be so sore. And Katie...
That's some pretty cringe shit, Tom. Some pretty cringe shit, but I guess you have to post it. Tee-hee-hee-hee. I was thinking that too. Good thing I had to wait a while. Because then I can take a beating. Fuck. Alright. I'm taking Katie off the board. Neither of these women were abused. If I said previously that they were abused, they are victims, even though they may have been willingly... I'm rescinding everything I said. Those two women in particular, completely unreliable, and Tom did nothing wrong except sticking his dick in crazy. Now, the age play stuff, we don't know about that. We don't have confirmation of that. I'm still worried about the age play stuff. He's still a Kuma. He still had ringworm. He was still smelly. He's still probably got ringworm from furries. But that's downgraded from illegal criminal behavior and wood chipper behavior to just being very sussy, and I'm keeping an eye on you now. Like, that Turkey Tom fellow, But I think on these two women, Left 4 Dead and Sacramento, he's completely redeemed. I mean, who knows? Maybe the counterattack from these chicks are apparently working together. Because I think that was the first thing that they had. Tom just posted a video detailing their side of the story. Watching it right now, I'm on a plane. I'm going to kill this lying faggot, is what Left 4 Dead said. So apparently they think that he's lying. We'll have to wait to see what their response is. There was also something like... I remember there was... Maybe I don't have it here. This is pretty funny, though. A lot of those texts are cropped and taken out of context. Shut up, bitch. Come on now. This is Rowan's response. Yeah, I overblew some shit. Like I said, I gave into it and told him I liked it. It should have been more 100 about that. No, fuck off. Fuck off. But I will say I didn't lie about Brandon doing whippets. Who gives a shit if Brandon's doing whippets? Katie brought it up first. And those texts were real, hence why he doxed me. And yeah, response is coming. Okay, so the response is coming. But I don't expect it to be anything major. I think if they had anything else, they would have posted already. My voice is starting to leave me as well. Point is, all of these are all out here, so whatever, man. Ralph Mail is ugly as... Wait, what the fuck? Why is the Ralph Marley taking strays? What the fuck? What, Ralph Mail? Ralph Mails, no! Ralph Mails? Was someone talking about Ralph previously? I guess it's just because every time there's a crazy bitch, someone says you got to go meet up with Ralph. Like that Scarlett Hampton chick or whatever is like chatting with Ralph or some shit. Ralph. This is where every BPD whore goes. They're like the last. It's like how like lolcows have to go to Keemstar's farms when they retire. The BPD slags have to go live with Ralph in Mexico. That's their final resting place. Oh, the Ralph and Mail is ugly. Who as fuck? Whoever is like, come on now. She's already admitted that she doesn't give a shit about people's appearance. She just wants attention. And she wants drama. She can get both of those in Mexico. Oh, dear. The response is coming, guys. 2 more weeks, I guess.
He responds with, "Good thing we had to wait a while because then I can take a beating." She then says, "I'm ready for you to throw me around." Now, when we were discussing how many days she would want to stay, she says, "As long as you want, and that we'll have so much sex and party so hard." And she then once again expresses how excited
I want to see if there's any gems in that previous message. Okay.
And that we'll have so much
going to have so much sex and party so hard.
Sex and party so hard. And she then once again...
But this is the lispy one. She's like, "We're going to have so much sex and party so hard." Oh my god. Epic, lol. I mean, I always feel bad for Tom having to deal with this.
Expresses how excited she is. On March 7th, she sends me a barrage of unsolicited sexual photos, including her with BDSM leather on her butt. On March 8th, she says of unsolicited...
Here's a new leather leg thingy I got. Here's a new leather thing I got. It's like a garter belt, but better. Okay.
Sexual photos, including her with BDSM leather on her butt. On March 8th, she says all she can think about is me, and she can't wait for my dick to be down her throat. And on March 10th at 7 in the morning, which is 4 a.m. her time, she says that she is so excited to see me that she cannot sleep. Now, with the Instagram messages...
At this point, I'm going to have to stay because I leave like in 3 hours, lol. I'll slumber on the plane.
4 a.m. her time. She says that she is so excited to see me that she cannot sleep. Now, with the Instagram messages out of the way, we can move on to the text messages. So on March 10th, this is the second visit, right? Prior to getting there, she says that she is starving for me. Now, March 15th, this is when she leaves. She says, I still have her toothbrush, but that I have to let her come back. Now, keep in mind,
you have my toothbrush. Looks like I have to come get it. Yeah, $3 tooth. It's so over. Oh, no.
This is when she leaves. She says, I still have her toothbrush, but that I have to let her come back. Now, keep in mind, Katie, in her own words, said that this second time visiting me was the worst experience of her entire life.
How long did you say?
Horrible. That was the worst experience of my life, I think.
See, I wasn't making fun of her voice. She really sounds like that.
Basically describes being physically abused in the interview. She even says that while we were having sex, she would ask me to stop doing something and I wouldn't. But that did not happen. You may also recall her stating that she ended things with me because I was such an insufferable person to be around. She claims that after the second trip, she began to realize she was a victim.
Yeah, and that's kind of like when things really started piecing together to me that I was like, wait, I think I am a victim right now. Like something's
Oh my god, I'm like totally a victim. He like took my toothbrush.
not right here.
In her words, this is why she stopped talking to me. She says that she was scared of me. She says she was scared that I would beat her. Well, on March 20th, which is after the second...
I know that we've been talking about how big Tom's dick is in this, but he can't reach a 3-hour plane ride all the way to Maine. It's not that long. Come on now, ladies.
Visit. She texts me saying, Tom, I really like spending time with you, but I'm kind of worried about if you actually like me or are just using me. Lol. I'm just BPDing, and so I'm tweaking and need reassurance. Are you just having fun with me or do we have something? To which I respond, well...
Before we get into the response, I have to say that, like, anyone that takes pride in being BPD, that's so embarrassing. Like, what has made it BPD pride? Like, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, we've all got something wrong with us, okay? Everybody's got something that makes them, like, retarded, okay? But you shouldn't take pride in it.
I like you and I think you're cool and perhaps we even have something. However, I would make a bad boyfriend, so I don't really want to date anyone officially, I guess. Yeah. I was abundantly...
I mean, that's pretty reasonable. Like, he's just saying, yeah, okay, I don't, like... And by the way, this is obviously code for, yeah, I would like to continue to fuck you, but I don't want to hang out with you or go official with you because you're a crazy bitch. And I mean, if people want to engage in that, that's fine. That's their consensual relationships. But it's like, it doesn't have to be official. We can just see what happens. Sorry you woke up, but I feel stupid, lol. Oh my goodness. I can't feel any sympathy for these two women.
However, I would make a bad boyfriend, so I don't really want to date anyone officially, I guess. Yeah. I was abundantly clear with my intentions with her. I did not want any...
Literally all BPD women have. My friend started dating, talked about being BPD is all they have. How many of them had Harley Quinn posters in their house, out of curiosity?
Anything serious at that time. But apparently, this is the period she began to realize the true extent of my abuse.
BPD is incurable and they make everything about themselves until it explodes. I don't know if this is true. Like, I think that most people that describe themselves as BPD aren't actually BPD. And they're just, like, using it as an excuse to act out and not take responsibility.
abuse, which is probably why after we had already hung out the second time, Katie tries to arrange a third meeting with me, saying she wishes that she was in Ohio, where I was at the time, and I did not reciprocate. After this proposition, she slid up on my Instagram story 12 times over the next 10 months. After this proposition, she slid up on...
All right, let me see. Wish I was in Ohio. Oh my god, you're so mean. I need that shirt. What the fuck? It's got the troll face on it. I got on Amazon... Let's see, did you get one? That's my friend's cat. Wow, he's so cute. You should get a cat. True and real. Damn! Nib. N-word. I don't have any problem with people saying the N-word. You just can't say it on YouTube. Okay. But it is very funny. It is very funny these women are getting exposed as using as base slur users.
My Instagram story 12 times over the next 10 months, and I did not slide up on her story once. Not a single time. So ask yourself, do these texts sound like a girl texting a guy that she finds evil and sadistic, a guy that she was even debating going to the police about? Because to me, it seems crystal clear that she enjoyed our time together and even wanted to hang out a third time. You got to keep in mind here, she flew across the entire North American continent twice, from California to Maine to see me. After the second time, she wanted me to be her boyfriend. I didn't want to, and she then repeatedly made efforts to contact me and hang out with me again. Now, to close off the video, I think I'd like to share some interesting texts that Rowan sent me about her dear friend Katie, as they're both accusing me of, I'm
going to make a prediction that they're both shitting each other in the texts behind each other's back. They're both working together and hate each other. I would assume that's the case.
Whatever it is they're even trying to say at this point. After she saw that I was following Katie on Instagram, she messaged me on December 8th saying, "Did you know Clorox Katie tried to fuck Jet Neptune? Those girls too."
There it is. Oh, trust no bitch. Trust no bitch. True.
On December 8th saying, "Did you know
Lee Sai, did you know that Katie girl was trying to fuck that chopped Jet guy too or some guy? She's like, crazy, bruh. No, I did not know that. But do we got to keep talking about it? No. Future thinking is important, true. Thinking with your dick, bad idea. It's okay, though.
Clorox Katie tried to fuck Jet Neptune? Those girls too."
Those girls make themselves easy targets with the hair and piercings because all they have is sexual trauma. I pray for them too. Sound like it. But this is the thirstiest bitch of them all. This is the one that... She was acting like she was going through the desert.
Make themselves easy targets with the hair and piercings because they have sexual trauma. She then says,
I'm so not like the other girls.
They complain about...
I think that's why they also complain about SA a lot, because they put themselves in those situations due to their hypersexuality. Holy... This is just so hilarious. There's no commentary needed. The amount of irony. Well, yeah, they know sex gets them instant male validation. I don't know if they even like it that much. Like, what do we say to this except ha 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 ha? It's like, this is the only thing you can say, really.
Sexual assault a lot because they will fuck anything that breathes. 1 month and 2 days later, I broke up with Rowan, and in the middle of her unhinged tirade about me, she told me that she would be messaging as many girls I had been with as possible to try and find whatever dirt she could so that she could run to the internet about it. Now, I've seen a lot of people say things to the effect of, Tom's a hypocrite. He gooned. And you're right, I did goon, okay? I did not stop gooning. So maybe in the end, the hats are more relevant than ever. Anyway, that's about it. I've said everything I need to. Goodbye.
I mean, that's a pretty good response. What do you rate this out of 10, chat? What do you think? I'm going to see... Oh, this is getting a lot of views really quickly. My man's hairline is in level caution. Let's go. Tom just bluntly showing, but ignoring his text saying some N-word as they were preaching outside makes me sad. Definitely should have brought that up. Bring back Tom live. It's back. Yeehaw. Ass haircut is back. What's the top comments look like? Even Turkey Tom ended up in a Turkey Tom video. Turkey Tom had sex. My goat is washed. Fake sell. He's been training his whole career for this. 41 minutes of Tom bragging about his giant hog. Video is called My Side Faces the Whole Time. Front. When will the lies end? Oh, man. That's a pretty good response. Holy shit. I think if we go back to the Guna chart. Okay, let me see. What did Tom not address in this video? So let's see. I think these two girls are completely fucked up, and I'm not going to believe anything they say going forward. Even if they have, like, perfect proof now, they've cried wolf, so it doesn't count. Nothing they say will ever matter again. Tom didn't really address the age play allegations well enough, I think. He didn't respond to the replacement for Kai, but I mean, that's just really sus and I don't like it. Not necessarily criminal. All of the criminal allegations against Tom are completely out the window at this point. He definitely was a Kuma. He definitely had ringworm and was a smelly boy and he was sharing it. He definitely would fuck the dog girl or pharaohs. Now, the Skatora girl, I'm not sure about her too much. Let me see. So apparently she was in a high school and they had an relationship. That's the allegations. Although someone said in the chat that she was coming up saying they didn't have anything. But Tom was definitely DMing her when she was 15. Having actually met Emily, no statement on whether or not it was into the age play fetish. I mean, he's definitely a cheater as well. But I mean, again, that's not criminal. It's just cringe. Didn't address sleeping with one of Destiny's orbiters. Doesn't mention being a potential cheater. Doesn't mention ringworm and fucking fairy girls. Doesn't mention Doesn't mention him trying to find Kai surrogates and how she mentally raped him. Doesn't mention more age play stuff. So, I mean, he's just downgraded to a bit sussy and a gooner. At this point, arrest him for what? Thinking with his dick? Don't think you can do that. J6 2.0 with a 10 says, these women are the same types of people ruining lives over slurs 4 years ago. So it's just a matter. Yes, it matters they're using it now. It's very true. WoW cinematic. Yeah, we'll check out the WoW cinematic. Is it just on the Blizzard website? We'll have a quick look at this. Well, I have a look at the chat. Let me see. Do I just go to the Blizzard? WoW. Cinematic. We'll have a look at this. Coming Home. Is this what it is? Midnight? Released 4 days ago. Official cinematic. What am I looking for here? J6. Am I looking for the Coming Home cinematic? Midnight? This one? 2 minutes? Alright, let's take a look. Is this the one where they've got like the disabled paladins and stuff? Where they're like in wheelchairs and stuff, even though they can lay on hands? This one? Or is this... Oh wait, this is the housing cinematic. Is this what I'm looking at? Alright, let's see. Is this what I'm looking at? Okay, shadow stepping. Who gives a shit about Ned? I don't know. The person paid money to see it though. She's got a crown.
Yes! yes, 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 yes.
What? What the fuck am I watching? What the fuck is this? This is supposed to be Warcraft. This is supposed to be about sweaty men with giant swords. Is this supposed to be Orgrimmar? Now, speaking of World of Warcraft, the funniest thing about the Epstein files is it turns out that Epstein was a Wrath baby, and he got a free World of Warcraft account during Wrath of the Lich King.
Okay.
Why the fuck are dwarves and friends? What? Why are dwarves friends with elves now? Oh my god, the amount of faggotry in this video is like beyond the charts. This is copyrighted music, probably, right? Probably gonna have to edit this out, so you're only gonna see this live. This is a really good question. What a fucking disaster. I have to keep pausing, I think, for the copyright claims. Hopefully I don't know. I haven't played World of Warcraft. I mean, I played some classic WoW. Does that count? So maybe like the last time I played WoW was like 1 or 2 years ago. But I was just playing classic World of Warcraft hardcore. I haven't played retail World of Warcraft since, I want to say, I mean, the last time I actually had a subscription was probably maybe Cataclysm. But then I would just buy the expansions, play them for a month, and then quit and play it like a solo player game. Maybe I played some Arena in Wrath of in Pandaland or some shit. That's maybe wait, which one came out? Which one came first? I guess Mr. Pandaria was the last time I had an active subscription. Why is this actually the state of Modern Warcraft? I'm actually disgusted. Like, this is just This is such a weird thing. This is the first time I've felt like old in my entire life. And I hate this aesthetic. Like, this looks good for Overwatch when Overwatch was popular, but like, this does not suit Warcraft. Like, Chris Metzen should be spitting in his grave. Like, if you ever, I used to love like the concept art. If I search for like Warcraft 2 art, like this is what Warcraft used to be. Like this. It used to unironically just be a parody of Warhammer. Not a parody, but like a blatant ripoff of Warhammer. We had orcs, sweaty, muscular men, and now it's like this. The fuck is going on? Like, I remember... Oh my goodness, she's making tea, so quirky. Adventure is calling you home. I really don't think so. I remember hearing someone saying that you can actually get like a pride flag in Warcraft now. So you can buy like decorations. I do remember hearing this. And someone said like you can get a pride flag chair in World of Warcraft now. And they said that's like the least gay thing in the game. That's the crazy thing about this. World of Warcraft Reddit. Oh man. There's no going back. You can never go home. There is no home. It just looks like dog shit. I don't know, there's something about the classic World of Warcraft that is still very fun. And like the art style is so timeless. But I tried looking at modern WoW and it's like, it's so... There's only way to describe it as actually soulless. This is soulless. You've got orcs with their Death Knight partner Taurens collecting pink flamingos for their... Bro. You know, they're making BlizzCon again for the first time in like... The first time in years BlizzCon is actually happening again. And like... It's just like a ghost of its past. Let the Zerg take them. If only that was that simple. Apparently there's a StarCraft shooter that's coming out. That's going to be announced. I was like listening to some old like occasionally when I'm like working on something or like I'm just like chilling out, I'll watch like a Grubby video where he's playing Warcraft 3, or I'll watch like Artosis or Tasteless commentating some StarCraft 1 or some Brood War or something like that. StarCraft 2 is completely dead. It's like not even going to be on the WCG or whatever it is, like whatever the new gaming tournament is. There's no real-time strategy at all. Real-time strategy as a genre is dead. There's just nothing left. They've got chess. That's not even real-time strategy. But like chess has replaced all strategy games. The younger generation just doesn't have the time or the attention span to play RTS, which is actually my favorite genre. Even till this day, RTS is still my favorite genre, but there is just no RTS games to play. And there used to be like the idea that there was going to be like StarCraft Ghost. But maybe they like reimagined that idea. But anyway, I was watching one of these channels. Maybe it was like Peg or Tasteless or something. I can't remember. And they were talking about how there's no StarCraft franchises coming out except for this one StarCraft shooter game. And maybe it can revitalize the genre, but I don't think so. It's like it's just never happening, I think. There are billions. I've heard that. I haven't tried that yet. I used to stay up till 4 a.m. to watch Korea Time with Tasteless on the GOM TV launcher. Yeah, the Korea Time was perfect for when I was living in New Zealand, because New Zealand is only like 2 hours ahead of Korea. So you'd be watching like the K-pop before Korea Time. That was pretty good. I remember GOM TV. There's some good times. Some really good times. I usually watch the rebroadcast. Like someone would like steal the 1080p footage from and then put it on Twitch, which is back then was called Justin TV. But those are the other. Well, having to watch it on GOM TV was very fun back in those days. And they always had like the cutie Korean translator ladies. There's some good times. Good times. I saw Tasteless and Artosis when I went to Korea, actually, to watch a StarCraft match live. Good times. I've heard that like Activision Blizzard is like really getting up Blizzard's ass though at the moment, because they've got all these IPs like Warcraft, StarCraft, and Diablo. Apparently Diablo is the only one that they've been using actively recently. I mean, if you consider the zombie that WoW is, then I guess they're using Warcraft. It seems unlikely that Warcraft 4 is coming though. But the next BlizzCon, I think. When is BlizzCon? BlizzCon 2026. Allegedly, that's when it's getting announced. When is it going to be held? So September. Apparently September, there may be a playable demo or at least an announcement of the new StarCraft shooter. BlizzCon is in November. Oh, okay. Your Twitch account started as a Justin TV account? That's pretty old then. Tasteless is like that Ethan Ralph guy with hair now. What do you mean by that? You know what's crazy is that like he was really bald. When I was standing in line with all the Koreans at, I want to say it was the COEX Mall that I went to go see it. I was like 6th or 7th in line at the COEX Mall to watch the, I want to say TY versus, it was some Korean guy. I mean, obviously, right? But Tasteless and Artosis walked past me, and they were both really bald from behind. Like, they were both, I was like, what the fuck? Because they looked like they had really good hair on TV. But they were both, like, balding. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is why you never meet your heroes. But I think they've been taking, like, finasteride or whatever that shit is. Because, like, it looks like Tasteless has a lot of hair now. But, like, you know what's really sad is to see what happened to Day 9. Because Day 9 used to have, like, he got hit by the Reaper pretty hard. Like, when you look at, like, Day 9 young versus today, it's like, if you're, like, a StarCraft fan, you're about to be very disappointed. You're about to be very sad. Okay? I'm about to break your heart. Because back during the glory days, this was Day 9. This is what he used to look like, okay? He had a nice, thick hair. And now today, if you go to Day... Like, because Day 9 still makes YouTube videos. Like, I thought he was, like, just disappeared. But he still has a YouTube channel. And if you actually look at him now, it's like very sad. Very, very sad. I know I'm not the strongest person to make these comments, but like, hold on, let's go. Day 9 TV. I mean, it's just fucking over, chat. He's actually like Reaper maxed. This is Day 9 now. And the thing is like, he still has his profile. He still has his profile picture. Still looks like he has hair. Like at some point, you've got to update the profile picture. Rip In Control. That was the craziest thing. Yeah, like wasn't In Control was like married to like Anna Prost or whatever, like that Miss. Was it Miss Arizona or something? And then he died of like, was it deep vein thrombosis from sitting down and playing StarCraft too much? I was thinking like, does he like sand? Probably not. he's on day 476 now. Yeah, just put the egg in your profile. He was getting divorced. Oh, that's sad. At least he shaved it off. At least he didn't try to comb with a cope over. True. He was playing XCOM, not StarCraft 2. He quit. I mean, there is no StarCraft 2 though. It's like it's a dead game, which is sad because the Europeans finally figured a way to beat the Koreans with using autistic Finnish pro gamers. He was playing Warhammer 20K. That was Pally Time. I don't know who these people are. But why is Tasteless like Ethan Ralph? You mean like an audience size? It does kind of surprise me to see some of the greats of StarCraft when they're down to their small audiences. But I mean, that happens to a lot of people. And I never really had a very big audience myself, so it's not like anything I can judge or have a leg to stand on for that. Or is he? Oh, do you mean he's like a gooner? Because I remember there's a very famous story about Tasteless where he was like beating off while Sean was playing a StarCraft game right next to him when they were showing PCs. That's a very funny story, by the way. Go look up what he looks like now. Who? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Didn't Destiny get his start in StarCraft? Yeah, so Destiny used to be a carpet cleaner. And then he became a StarCraft 2 streamer / pro gamer, but he was never very good. He was just like a low grandmaster. But he was very entertaining. Like Destiny would do a lot of funny shit with like infestors and like silly mechanics and things like that. but he could never compete against the real Koreans or anything. Like he was kind of like in control tier, where he never won a tournament and he never really did anything, but he was very entertaining on stream. And then he pivoted from StarCraft 2 to politics, which is very successful. So yeah, StarCraft is if it wasn't for StarCraft 2, Destiny would still be cleaning carpets in I want to say Arkansas, but maybe not. He became the penis cleaner. Yeah, Day9 said Tasteless would crank it out while he was playing next to him. Yeah. Like there's a famous Day9 story where he's like, they're both playing like StarCraft, or like they have two computers that are like facing each other in their dark bedroom as children. And like he'd be playing like an intense match of StarCraft Brood War or something. And then he would like finish his game after being in a trance for like 30 minutes. He'd wake up and he would see like his brother was completely naked, like beating it. And he would like, no, without even losing a beat, he would just say like, how's Sean? How was your game? And he'd just be there cranking it, yeah. Destiny claims he got fired from working in hospitality as a night manager. What? I don't know about this. I just remember that Destiny was a carpet cleaner before StarCraft 2 made him into a pro gamer / streamer. You got hired at Blizzard due to your skills in StarCraft 2. Is that true? Very cool if true. I keep thinking about getting into that game because I love StarCraft 2. It is fun. It's not Brood War tier or anything, but like it is very memorable. All right, did I miss this one? These women are the same type of women running people's lives. Oh, sorry, I did get the one actually. That was the one that brought us here in the first place. Oh man. You got hired by Donald Trump for your shitposting and human skills. I think this is more believable than working at Blizzard. How did the breast milk taste in the Blizzard offices? That's my question. Morgan? Who's Morgan? Don't know who that is. All right. I think that's the extent. Like, this just made me sad because I still play some Blizzard games from time to time. It is pretty cool to see that like Grubby's getting very successful with his just playing Warcraft 3 over and over again. Like that game is like there's so much life left in it. Like there is so much more life left in Warcraft 3 than in StarCraft 2, and it's disappointing. Morgan Webb, she was very attractive, I think. Morgan Manjaw, but she was actually pretty cute. What's funny is what happened to Sessler. Like Adam Sessler became like a crack addict or something from like I guess you guys would call it G4. For us, we only ever had X Play on like Tech TV. Like we did actually have that in New Zealand, surprisingly. Male breast milk does not taste good. I do not recommend. Okay, I'll take that to heart. You worked for the Spanish Game Master and localization for 11 years, but then Microsoft acquisition, we all got laid off. That's sad. Apparently, Microsoft is going hard to push the Blizzard IPs, though. So either they're going to be pushing out soulless slop every year, or maybe there's... I mean, I want to believe there's some hopium there, that maybe it'll be good. I'll have a quick look in the Turkey Tom thread to see if there's anything new that's been posted. But I think we're going to call this a W for Tom. He certainly has the advantage now. I'm, again, very impressed. It's like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 response. Career-wise, it's probably saved his career. And I'd be I mean, there's still some allegations of being into age play and being a gooner is confirmed, but nobody's going to take either of these women seriously again, no matter what they drop. There would have to be a new accuser to come out with like literal crimes against her being committed by Tom. And I think that's about it, yeah. All right, doesn't look like there's anything new. Although apparently there's stuff that was being sent to Josh Moon. We'll see if he posts. I find it very hard to believe that Josh would entertain these women again. But apparently, I mean, this is like an hour or two ago. So it's unlikely. Like, would you trust these women again? Chat? I don't think so. What really boggles my mind, though, is just the audacity of it. Like, how are you going to come up and not think he's going to share the DMs in response? What are you thinking? They just, like... I refuse to believe that people could fail the marshmallow test so thoroughly that they would post all these DMs and not expect there to be any response by Tom, and just enjoying the clout and attention they got from the Kiwi Farms for 3 weeks. And then they're just, like, blindsided by the responses, like, yeah, okay, we stretched the truth a little bit. Josh is a dope, he always falls for it. I mean, he runs a drama for him. It's like he's just giving the people what he wants, really. Josh is the strongest white woman protector. Tom is still a weirdo loser. I mean, he's a weirdo, for sure. I don't know about loser. That he's doing very successfully on his YouTube channel. He's making a bunch of fucking money. He's got hundreds of thousands of dollars, perhaps millions of dollars before the age 30, and he has all the BPD whores he can slam apparently. And even the women themselves said that they didn't want to comment on Tom's cock size because it's just going to attract more BPD whores to him. That's the thing, is that there'll be other BPD women out there that'll see these things, these messages, and they'll be like, yeah, okay, those chicks were crazy, but I can fix him. Tom said adultery is being part of an adult. I mean, that's kind of a funny thing to say. I don't believe that he's correct though on that. Doing successful on his YouTube channel is not a qualification for not being a loser. Well, when you consider him making $100,000 a month, that's pretty impressive. Are you making more money than that? Like Tom's best month, $100,000 for making YouTube slop videos as an under 25-year-old. Oh, the camera just died in a very uncharitable moment for me. Anyway, that means it's time for me to go drink more soup and continue recovering. Thanks, chat. Maybe we'll go over the Epstein stuff tomorrow. But, I mean, don't stick your dick in crazy. If he just avoids the BPD whores, keeps putting out his YouTube slop, he'll be rich. Find a nice girl, he'll be just fine. All right, chat. Peace.